Proper rock band. Best band since Thin Lizzy. The Darkness.
Well, big words.
Growing on Me. XFM 104.9.
A bit rash, I think.
R. Gervais. S. Merchant. K. Pilkington. With a little bit of that. I know for a fact that Steve is getting a little bit sick of Carl's attitude.
Oh, his attitude's appalling.
I quite like it though, because it's straight away friction, and he's sort of like, you know.
To be fair, I genuinely don't think I'm the culprit in this. I think I come in and I just ask him a simple request, and immediately on my back, whinging, moaning, whining. I don't know if there's any evidence.
Well, it's funny you say that actually, because in a survey, it came out this week. It's quite extensive. Mancunians take more sick days than anyone else. Mancunians take more sick days than workers in any other city in Britain and Ireland, according to Manchester-based employment firm. Survey by Peninsula found employees in Manchester take 11 sick days per year, whereas closest rivals Edinburgh and Dublin take an average of 9. Liverpool, Newcastle, Birmingham, Cardiff only 8.
Is Reading mentioned there? Or
no,
Bristol?
it's not even in. It's not even in there. They don't take days off. London is only 7. So the point is, I mean, I don't know if you can take anything from it, but if you're an employer and you had a Mancunian and a Liverpudlian and they were equal on everything else, but you really couldn't afford them to be away, Liverpudlian's going to probably be away for 8 days.
Sure.
The Manc's going to be away for 11, phoning in sick. And
so what can you, just analysing the data there, what would you extrapolate from that?
I really don't know. I mean, call in if you've got any clues, or email us in if you've got any. I don't know why I think maybe, I don't know, Mancunians...
I don't really know many people from Manchester.
Well, I know one, but I know he was off sick because he put on wet trousers and he got
a cold, I think.
Yeah, well, he just said he didn't come in for... He left early as well once. But I don't know. I mean, that's the survey. I don't know. I mean, it's evidence because it's statistics. So there you go.
Guaranteed evidence that's proof.
Any thoughts on that, Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk?
I mean, oddly enough, you're from Manchester, Carl.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
On what? Sorry.
On the survey.
Wasn't really listening.
Sure.
Well, Mancunians take off more sick days. They call in sick. I mean, presumably spuriously.
Yeah.
I mean, because they've got the same body. They're biologically the same. So
they're obviously making up their life.
Yeah. Some of the days, maybe just the 3 extra they're making up.
Yeah, they're moaning.
Probably because we work a lot harder than the others, so we're tired. So you're sick, so you need time off. Probably.
Seems unlikely.
I mean, the Scousers, to be honest, take them on, let them work in your office. But you know how many computers are going to go missing?
Right, that
so offensive.
Is offensive. Right. This is a survey that proved you just made that up. You just carried on the myth that Liverpudlians thieve. Now that's not true. That is not true. Well, it's not.
Well, some of them do.
There's been no survey that you're more likely to thieve if you're from Liverpool than if you're in Manchester. So that hasn't been proven yet. So all I've got is the evidence from a survey of, I think, 3,500 people. It's proof that Mancunians take off more sick days. XFM 104.9. This is April Come She Will by Simon and Garfunkel. Simon and Garfunkel. April Come She Will, a lovely love song there. The X list was all about sort of like sexy songs because of the death of Barry White, of course. And Carl and Steve having a little argument. Steve said, well, there are such thing as sexy songs, of course. Carl said, I can't understand it. How can something be sexy? How can you woo one with a song? Steve went, well, you don't woo one with it, you just put it on the background. Carl said, stick the telly on.
Stick the telly on.
I love that.
You don't believe there's any such thing as a sexy song, is that right?
I don't think it can get you in the mood. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're either in with a chance or you're not. I don't think it matters what song you put on.
Well, I don't think it ups your chances. I don't think if
it does. If you put Channel 5 on a Friday night, right, see a little bit of that action, gets anyone going. It's worth for me, and that's all.
What's that when pets go mad?
No, you know, like, I don't know the titles of them. I don't look at the titles. But
that show with Chris Moyles? Do you mean the kind of erotic thrillers?
Yeah, put one of them on. That gets you going a bit. I might be tired and that, but
what does the woman go? Oh, that's an idea. Hey, that's an idea.
They're normally called something like illegal briefs, and they're normally about some kind of female solicitor who's defending a guy who may or may not be a killer, but maybe in a former life they were lovers. It's always some nonsense like that, and presumably there's normally some gruesome murders. So how is that getting you in the mood?
It's plot development.
Yes, the narrative. I love narrative.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that's a lovely twist. I've got the horn.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So, if you're from Manchester, sorry about that. I mean, it is true. We aren't making that up. We weren't doing a stupid stereotype like Kyle did with Liverpoolians. It's just a survey that Mancunians take off more sick days. But they might be genuine. They might be sort of an iller people, or it might just be people who are in Manchester go, oh, I can't be bothered to go to work, it's rubbish. Whereas if you're in London, you go, I can't wait to go to work. What a lovely place this is.
Some great jobs, don't you?
Great jobs, don't they?
Rick, I know you're always looking just to keep abreast of new developments in music, what's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've got any plans this evening. You might want to pop along to the Hope and Anchor in Islington.
Why?
Where playing tonight, Restless Diesel.
Please welcome to the stage.
Restless Diesel. I mean, we've talked about it before. Band names where you just have to imagine you're supporting U2, Wembley Stadium. It can never happen. Please welcome to the stage, Restless Diesel.
The first song, he goes, thanks, cause great band before us, Restless Diesel. Yeah, a lot more of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, it won't happen, will it?
Sure, they're a great band. I think.
What's the tax on that? $5 in, is it?
It's not telling us actually, to pop down to the Hope and Anchor. Maybe tell us how Restless Diesel was tonight.
Yeah, just call in. Maybe call in on Christian show Monday. Just tell us how Restless Diesel were. We can make that a regular feature.
Now, what's coming up on today's show?
Well, listen, we got all the usual favourites. We got and some new ones. We got Monkey News. That's sorted. Carl told me.
People are guaranteed Monkey News.
He called in. He said, I've got some Monkey News. Brilliant. He's done that. I had to make sure. And then we got that. We've got some great tunes. I've got a great song from Tupac, some Cat Stevens, some Jimmy Webb, some Thin Lizzy.
Can I surprise you with something from Aerosmith?
Brilliant.
A little treat from Evan Danbrook.
We're quite rocky today, aren't we? There's a threat there won't be Rockbusters.
Good. That's no threat.
But we can bring back Educating Ricky.
Oh.
I mean, because it's sort of like seasonal, isn't it, our show? We don't want it's not like Ant and Deck's takeaways on all through the year. Yeah. They go away for a few weeks and we get something else like Ian Wright's, Friends Like These or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so maybe Rockbusters, maybe not.
Rockbusters on hiatus, but Educating Ricky always fun. If you've not heard that before.
And I'll tell you what, Jane's Addiction, just because they rock as well, don't they?
Oh, brilliant.
XFM 104.9.
Excellent, Ricky Gervais.
Jane's Addiction, just because on XFM 104.9, broadcasting from London, where people prefer to only be off sick when they actually are ill.
Sure. I don't think I've ever taken a day off sick. Except when I had that terrible tonsillitis.
Is that when you went home, stayed with your mum and dad?
Yeah. Why is that a problem? No, it's bad for health.
No, I'm not saying it's a
It's
problem.
bad for health. Yeah, I've got a loving family. So sue me. What do you make of
The antagonism and piss taking is just like, oh God, 3 blokes in a pub. There's people listening. I can't go.
Are there? Carl, what do you make of London? Because you often say you'd much rather be up north.
Well, he wouldn't, or he'd go.
Well, this is why, he constantly says...
You've chosen to live here, you've lived here for years, you've got a flat here. No.
I chose to come here because I was offered a job that was good money.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have come here if there was no job.
So you prefer to be somewhere where there's a good job, so you've chosen to live here.
I don't like being here, though.
Well, no, but you can leave.
To what?
Well, exactly! So you've chosen to stay somewhere that's better for you.
It's not better for me.
Well,
it's making me ill. I'm not sleeping.
Well, so you say you're ill, either you call in ill, but I don't think you are. But I mean...
Are there any stats to prove that?
Well, yeah, because, of the 11 days that he calls in sick, I reckon probably 7 of them are genuine.
I'd love it if I dropped down dead tonight. Honestly, I'd love it.
If you drop down dead tonight, you know it. Why aren't you sleeping?
What, you're feeling ill now, are you? That's funny, you weren't feeling ill earlier, but you read that, and you're suddenly ill.
I'm run down.
Oh, you should take holiday. Oh, yeah, you just had about 8 in the last 6 months.
Oh, God!
Why are you run down?
Yeah, what have you done? You sit in a little air-conditioned office.
I haven't got time to tell you. Let's move on. Let's get on with stuff. What have we got anyway? Because we didn't have a chance to meet up this week. Me and Ricky could have done, but you said you were busy, Steve.
Yeah,
so that's probably why you don't get run down. But finishing work at about 4 o'clock.
No, so I could have had the meeting, but we gave you a time and you suddenly decided with very little notice that you couldn't make it. So
make it meetings and that.
Oh.
So what have we got? What have we got? It's 1:20. What have we got? We're on till 3.
Well, we've been talking. We've been doing well. We've been playing some great rock and roll. We've been playing some lovely songs. We've told them. We've explained a survey just for employees. Be careful.
Yeah.
We've put that out there. We put a shout out there. People know.
Would you say would you say it was probably safest if you are an employer to never employ Mancunians?
Well, I
Would
wouldn't go
be
that
just a
far. I
general
wouldn't go
rule
that
of
far
thumb?
because, you see, that's only an average. So I imagine some Mancunians, like, Londoners, are nice, reliable people. It's probably just a few bad eggs that throw the stats up a little bit. People that would go, I'm not coming in today, I'll put on some wet trousers.
Sure.
All right, stay in bed.
Yeah.
Stay in bed.
Yeah.
You still got them on? Yeah. Well, pop them off.
Yeah.
Put them on the radiator and go to bed with a little duvet. That'd be the best thing to do.
Yeah.
So, all right, Carl? Right, what's your attitude? Is it because you're tired?
Yeah.
Well, why are you tired, though?
You weren't saying that watching those Channel 5 films again, were you?
I'll tell you what, me and Steve were having a little meeting yesterday over lunch about, planning stuff for the show. And Gary Kemp came up to me, started having a little chat about old times, and I went, oh yeah. As he went away, Steve said, right, think of this. He said, Rick, don't take this the wrong way. Remember that sentence, don't take this the wrong way. So there's a right way and a wrong way I could have taken this comment. He nodded to sort of Gary Kemp and went, he's aged better than you. I went, well, how could I take that the wrong way?
Yeah, it's not offensive.
No. Well, the point is this. He didn't know me 20 years ago, so he's actually saying, Rick, don't take this the wrong way. He looks better than you do.
Yeah, well, he does.
But why say that, Carl?
What?
Did you really say that?
Yeah, although, can I just backtracking for a second? I love the fact you said you bumped into Gary Kemp and you reminisced about old times. What old times did you share with Gary
Well, no,
Kemp?
he came up and said, did we drop the pops together? I went, no, I did Razzmatazz. I said, oh, we did Razzmatazz. I think he was thinking, had he ever met me before? But he hadn't, because we hadn't. That's what I meant. Yeah. And,
but if you had to make an objective analysis,
I wouldn't. I think that's out of order.
Sure. I mean, you're always slagging me off, but apparently you can make a value judgment on something else. No.
I wouldn't do that.
Well, because you're morally all over the place. You don't know where you're coming and going.
Believe it.
Sure. You should hear what I say about you behind your back.
So, would you say you're better looking now than you were? Or
Than I'm what?
would you say you're better looking now than you were?
Than I was when?
Well, have you aged well?
Yes.
You've aged well?
Yeah, I've kept my looks.
bit of Dando?
Bit Evan Dando, this would be lovely, yes. Evan Dando on a track called All My Life.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of that. That's brilliant.
Great stuff. Adverts?
XFM.
Radiohead. Go to Sleep. That's good, isn't it? On XFM 104.9.
Brilliant. Great DJing there.
Well, I haven't heard it before.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it was good. It was very good. It was very good. I was watching cable TV. I do a lot of that. And there's an advert I've noticed. It reminded me of the sort of adverts you used to see when I was a kid. It's one of those attempts to kind of educate young people. But doing it in...
Yeah.
It's on MTV, but it's one of those things where it's clearly been made by people who are in their mid-40s.
Who have never been cool.
Yeah. Who've been working really hard to get into TV all their lives. And now are trying to appeal to, funky and possibly wayward young people. Yeah. And it's kind of...
Nerdy wells.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a kind of stunning model and two of her stunning model friends. But they're just a couple of average girls, going about their business. And, it says something like... and it's all shot very funkily, like a kind of, lock, stock and two smoking barrels kind of thing. And it's a girl, and she's just grooving along with her friends. And it's kind of like... The captions are things like, Isabella's 17. She's cool. She's quite funky. She's got these great friends. And they're sort of hanging out, laughing. And she just pops into a tattoo parlour. Sure. Why not? Her friends are like, what are you doing? But she just goes in, she has a tattoo done. And it sort of says, she's wild, she's crazy. She lives life as she sees it. She takes every day as it comes. She's not tied down or anything. She doesn't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. So
if
if you think she's cool,
if you think she's cool,
think all this is cool, then you probably won't want to see cigarettes.
Exactly.
If you want to be cool,
then like
don't.
Isabella or whatever.
Except the thing with that is that people watching that, the youth watching that will go, well, Bill at my school, he smokes and he's cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, this is the problem with it.
Yeah.
It's not that the impulse is wrong. The message is fine. It's just this thing I can't imagine those things ever working with young people.
No.
With youths. It's like when what was it?
What it will do is that you'll get a lot of 13 and 14-year-olds sneaking out and getting a tattoo.
Exactly.
So the parents be going, I'd rather she smoked.
Exactly. She might give that up sometimes. That's her life.
She's got a spider's web on her face now for the rest of her life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like, you remember that thing when they tried to get young people to vote? Do you remember that? Was it Rock the Vote? Was it called Rock the Vote? Was it people like Billy Bragg and people kind of...
Yeah.
I don't know who that appeals to. I don't know You know, some youth he's kind of smashing up a bus shelter,
Yeah.
throwing bricks at old people.
goes,
and
"Oh,
then, wait a
Billy-
minute,
Billy-
what's that, Billy Bragg?
Billy Bragg, yeah.
I just can't. I don't believe it ever. I think it was Mick Hucknall was another one. What's that, Mick?
Oh dear! Well, I remember the ones where he just if you were going to go off with a stranger, your cat went, well, don't.
Yeah.
Ask mummy first.
Yeah.
And I remember I was trying to jump in cars left, right, and centre, but my cat, when I was like 5 or 6, would go. And I go, good point.
Yeah.
You're right. He could be a nutter.
But I seem to remember the Charlie's. The Charlie Says. It was Charlie Says, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Charlie Says.
Charlie Says.
I always find them really unnerving. He lived in that really eerie kind of world where you never really saw
cartoon.
anyone. Yeah, but it was very kind of. It was very eerie. It wasn't a very kind of comforting
No,
world.
they hadn't spent a lot of money on the cartoon. No.
But it was. I always got the sense with him that he was probably really quite lonely.
But I like the fact is that
And he had a cat,
Mummy
and the
was
cat
so
could talk.
pleased. But by the time I came out, they'd gone off and I missed the picnic. But so Mummy was so pleased that I'd asked her. She gave me an apple.
No, I think
and
she said-
Charlie got something he liked. He gets a fish,
Yeah.
right? I was thinking an apple.
No, I seem to remember it being that.
I'll get an apple anyway. Get me some sweets.
Yeah, or a tattoo.
I always thought there was a con when your parents got you some clothes you needed for Christmas.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not falling for that.
Exactly.
I'd go, look, I'm getting the clothes anyway. I want battling tops.
But the Charlie Says, I seem to remember when they asked him to go off for the picnic. By the
Yeah.
time he'd asked Mum because she was on the phone,
Yeah.
I don't know who she was chatting to in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
The kids had gone.
One of her,
and I seem to
one
remember
of her
that.
clients.
Exactly. I seem to remember that he said, "Don't worry, it was fine because Mum took him and Charlie on a picnic."
Not as good.
Who'd rather go with your mates,
Yeah.
or with your mum
Or
on a
mum and your
picnic
cat.
and your cat?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think they were friends.
Mum, the Scotch egg sinks a fish. Well, I had to bring it for Charlie. Don't bring raw fish in the picnic basket.
I think they weren't friends of his. They were just local kids who go, let's go and ask that weirdo with the cat if he wants to come down the park.
Let's go and ask the weirdo who thinks the cat can
He can talk, yeah.
and then run away when he goes to
Exactly.
ask his mum.
When he goes up to ask his mum, they're just going,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
ask your mum, ask your mum.
Yeah. Hello, hiya. All right, we're the local lads, the cool local lads. We smoke, we got tattoos. Do you want to come and play with some puppies in the disused mine? Ask your mum first. Quick, run.
Exactly.
So he's talking to the cat. Look, he's talking to the cat.
They were just round the corner spying on him. They were just laughing. There was no picnic.
Did you ever go on a picnic, Carl? Was there places to go in Manchester, or was it like Quarryland mostly?
The problem with those adverts, like when I was growing up, they'd sort of give you ideas, because remember the Charlie's one, right? And we were on holiday, right? And I met these two lads who are knocking about with like mates and that. And that advert came on, and we thought it'd be a good idea to wind his mum up, because this advert had just been on saying, you know, kids are going missing in Wales, right?
Yeah.
So we said, oh, this will be a good laugh. We put the kid in the wardrobe. His mum came back from shopping. We said, oh, he's gone missing. We haven't seen him for hours.
That's terrifying.
I know.
That's
How old were you?
appalling.
How old were
thing to
you?
do.
About 13.
And what was his mum? She must have been.
Yeah, she was going mad, and that's when we thought, oh God, we've gone. Will we say anything? Will we pretend we don't know where he is?
Open the wardrobe,
Yeah.
he'd suffocated.
Yeah. That's horrible, Carl.
I know, but
Such a
it's just
cruel
what you
thing.
do, isn't it? It's just what you do.
Well, no, you do.
What do you mean? It's just
Well,
what you do.
I-
What was it? Was he in the wardrobe? Was he listening to this? Why didn't he go, Mum, it's all right, when he heard her crying?
No, she wasn't crying, she was just panicking and like screaming a little bit and that.
Screaming a little bit.
Okay, we'll tell her when the screaming starts.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then, what's the other thing? Like, on the same, like, you know, all this was going on when I was growing up. And one time we're on holiday, and my mum said, right, if you're going on the beach, it's a big beach. But, you know, if you're going to go out and play there, I need to know where you are.
So
What
where
part
are
of the
these
beach you're going
bells?
to.
Where this cowbell around your neck.
She gave me a balloon.
Good
Give you a
idea.
balloon.
A balloon, and it just, you know, sort of attached to my arm, so wherever I was playing in the sea and that, you can see the balloon and that.
Brilliant.
But then the problem was, everyone else thought that's a good idea.
Cool.
And it was just like loads of kids with balloons and that.
Oh, I ruined it.
So that didn't work.
Yeah.
I had to bin that idea.
Weren't you in a car park once?
Oh no! It was New Year, and we were all gathering up. You know, like in Trafalgar Square at New Year, everyone gathers and they have a big kind of party and stuff. Well, in Bristol, they do something very similar on a smaller scale. And I was there one New Year, I was with my friends, and for some reason I picked up a balloon during the evening. You know, I don't know where I got it from, but I was holding this balloon, and these girls came up to me, and I thought, yeah, nice, you know, maybe a little New Year kiss. They came up, they said, hey, are you going to be here for a while? And I said, well, yeah, I probably will. They said, it's just that we've arranged to meet back at you at midnight. What do you mean? Because I was so tall, I had a balloon. I was towering above everyone else. I said, what? I said, we're going to meet back at you at midnight.
This is
They said, don't worry, you can go about your business because we can see you wherever you are.
this is where Nelson's column is.
No. No, this is in Bristol.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
And so I'm sort of wandering around, and then at midnight these two girls turn up again, and some of these lads come and meet them, and they're sort of laughing and joking. I'm thinking, they're probably going to invite me back to a party. I watched them get in a cab. They went off. They had a wild night. But then I did have a balloon, so it was a great new year for me.
I did have a balloon. Oh, should we have a little bit of Tupac?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah,
A little bit of that.
there's a great lyric in this. It's picture me rolling, right? But at the end, he's saying about look at me now. I'm drinking Remy and I'm in a Rolls Royce. And he goes, oh yeah, I forgot the DA. Can she see me from here? Can you see me, ho? And I think this is like District Attorney turning on the radio and Tupac going around going, can that ho see me? She's going, yeah, I can see you.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Tupac. I'll tell you what, we should get rolling. Rockbusters.
No.
All right.
No.
Well, he has done it. He just said that he was worried about it because we said it's the last one. What do you think, Carl?
I just don't think... can I just say now, Carl, seriously, I'm only responding to what we're getting on the email, which is people do not want Rockbusters. They really... There's one guy here he says, it's James Pooley, he says he's preempted Carl by giving my answers to this week's quiz. I don't know what the clue would be, but his answer is no van ear. Nirvana.
Yeah, good. Nirvana, yeah. That sounds like one.
Number 2, he's just guessed. I don't know again what the clue would be, but the answer is Kid Creosote.
Yeah, that's good.
That would
That's
be
a typical
perfectly viable.
Rockbuster. That is brilliant. That's a better game.
And the last one is Harry Seacombe.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So, maybe we should reverse it so people
and we have to come up with the clue for them. And we win the prizes.
Yeah.
Have you got prizes ready as well?
It's all there, but...
Oh, I feel sorry for him now. What the prizes would have been.
I'd rather just give them away to the first person to email in, frankly, than have to go through the torrent of
Oh, God.
Rockbusters.
Look at Carl's face. I wish you could. Oh, can't we get this on telly just for Carl's face? Hey, I'll tell you what we could do, Steve. You know, like Smiley Miley and that used to take the Radio 1 Roadshow out.
Oh, man, that would be amazing.
Come on. Should we take it out?
Hello, Bournemouth.
Yeah, how many miles have I done? Don't care. No, should we do this? How many miles have we done? Well, XFM's down the road.
Yeah.
1. Yeah. Should we take it out the road just so they can see Karl Pilkington?
To be fair, though, you're not really keen to leave W1, are you?
Oh, we wouldn't.
Right, so where exactly would we take the roadshow?
We'll do it outside.
Outside the building?
Yeah.
Right, okay. And what would we do?
It's called a roadshow because it's in the road, I imagine, isn't it?
And we'd give away T-shirts?
Throw in T-shirts, and then we'd have a
Anyone's
band.
hat.
We'd have band playing. What was that band playing tonight?
I forget, something Diesel, was it?
Yeah.
See, instantly forgettable. That was my point, really.
we could have them on.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Get a couple of celebrity pals down.
Someone from Big Brother 2.
That would be ideal.
Well, Josh, the other little gay fella.
Yeah.
He'd come on, just wave.
Yeah. I'm beginning to like the idea.
Yeah.
Brilliant, yeah.
So we'll have Josh, something Diesel, we're playing the Bull and Gate tonight, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right, I'll throw out some T-shirts.
Yeah.
And then Carl will do a live Rockbusters. Yeah?
Well, I don't know. Do you want it?
I just think that ruins it slightly. It would just bring the whole afternoon down, Rick, I think.
We get it sponsored by someone. Yeah? No? Well, I'm just trying to inject a bit of... Read the prizes, what we would have done.
There's a PlayStation game here. I guess it's maybe not been released yet. It's a little demo of that. What's this? The American Song Poem Anthology. I don't exactly know what that is again, but lots of songs on there and a couple of compilations, arbitrary compilations, the Club Anthems compilation, the best summer holiday album ever.
Wow.
There it is again.
You've certainly sold it to me, Steve.
The best air guitar album again.
Brilliant.
And an old edition of Only Fools and Horses.
So, you really haven't put the effort into the prizes, Carl. So if that's the prizes, if that's the whole point of the competition, and they're the best prizes you could conjure up, in God's name, how bad are the clues this week? That's why he doesn't want you to do it, Carl.
Alright, we won't bother. Forget it. Doesn't matter.
Good. Excellent. Well, that's resolved.
Brilliant.
That's excellent. What we have got, though, is Educating Ricky, haven't we?
Well, another one of my little things.
Oh, it's brilliant, then.
So how long's this going to last before you want to get ditched this?
Well, we'll see. A couple of weeks.
It's not like that, Carl. It's all one. It's one love, man.
We're on the same team, man.
Yeah, we're just one voice, man. One true voice. Like those lads.
Yeah.
They could play.
Right, well, the Educating Ricky,
They
right?
could play.
Well, why don't we play a record and come back with Educating
The
Ricky?
Wind, Cat Stevens.
We need to get the jingle queued up as well.
Yeah, I'll get the jingle queued up.
No,
yeah.
I haven't got Neil Young lined up yet.
No, not you, Young. Cat Stevens. I gave it to you.
I know, we're not playing that yet.
Can we just play a record?
No,
This
I
is just
told you
sounding
to.
rubbish.
Well, I
This is
told you
squabbling.
to. See, what? So why aren't you playing the record I told you to play?
Because we've just had something chilled, right, from Tupac. Let's lift it up a bit now with a little bit of Blur. Right?
Come on, play it. Oh, I'm not sure.
I just have. Crazy beat Blur on XFM 104.9. Right, we're gonna do Educating Ricky instead of Rockbusters.
Incidentally, on the subject of Rockbusters, we just had an email from Phil. He says, I could do with this week's rather shoddy array of prizes, as I'm doing a car boot sale tomorrow and need a bit more tact to fill the table. Probably send it
we
through.
might as well do it anyway.
Yeah.
But Educating Ricky, it was a feature. Well, actually, about a year ago, I started a feature called Educating Karl because we found out he had 1 E at O level at history, and I'd educate him on things like Rasputin, things that I thought he'd be interested in. You know, Winston Churchill, some of the greats, some scientific facts, and then I said it's your turn, and he started telling me about people born without legs. Some people have got a funny eye. There's a woman whose tongue's longer than her arm. And really, you know, turning the screw on education.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's got for me today. Maybe a dog born a cat. Let's have a look.
We've done that one, we've done that.
Is there, because often we should point out there's sometimes a crossover between Educating Ricky and Cheeky Freak of the Week, just in terms of subject matter.
Yeah, so we've done Cheeky Freak of the Week. We've done all the freaks. What have we done with the Freak of the Week? There's a dog. There was a woman that had the back legs of a dog. There was last week. What was last week?
It was the girl who was born with 4 eyes, 2 mouths, and 3 legs.
Sure.
You weren't that impressed. I thought we've got to that, and it's not impressing you.
We are a tough audience, I
Let's
admit.
spin it. Let's move on.
Is there a jingle for Educating Ricky?
Educating Ricky. Oh God. You've told me Educating Ricky. Very similar to some of the other jingles I've done.
Well, they're made by the same people.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay, what have you got
it's just, I mean, Educating Ricky is just stuff that I learn in the week, and I think that's interesting. I keep it up here, and then I share it with you, right? And some interesting stuff. One of them, right? You know, Mount Everest.
Go on. I need more.
Right, well, there's a problem,
Yeah.
because people are leaving rubbish up there and that. And like people, whoever owns it is saying, he's saying, forget this, they're leaving a mess and all that. But do you know why it's called Mount
Sorry,
Everest?
what was that? That's one, is it? That's one. There's rubbish on Mount Everest.
No,
How many people go up there?
Are we talking about people dumping old tellies and washing machines?
Who's fed up? The Yeti? What are you talking about?
No, I mean, that isn't what I'm educating you. I'm just telling, this is part of the story. I'm just telling you.
It's just a bit of context for you.
Like they're leaving loads of rubbish up there.
Well, they're not leaving loads of rubbish up there, are they?
No, they are. They're apparently
Not like trams and washing machines and seagulls flying everywhere.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know. But anyway, do you know why it's called that? You know why it's called Mount Everest?
well, it's called Mount Everest.
I know the mount bit.
It's because it's a large mount, and if you climb it, by the time you get to the top, you need to have a rest. And that isn't the educating bit. I'm just telling
It's
you.
not true.
Well, we'll leave that.
Well,
Right.
no, Carl. In the name of everything holy, do you think that anyone named it because you have to have a rest when you've climbed it?
Well, we'll see. We'll see what people say on email. But
Well, it's definitely not.
But anyway, that's one thing that I kind of thought that's interesting. I'll remember that. I'll teach Ricky that, so you've learned that. Right, now, are you familiar with this thing that they can do if you're dead, right? No, not if you're dead. It's like if you're ill and you know you're going to die, right?
I don't know what this is anymore.
Extraordinary.
Have a rest.
Extraordinary.
Himalaya. What?
Listen, this is an interesting fact. Come on. If you're ill but you know you're going to die,
Yeah, you can have this thing done in Detroit where you get put in a fridge,
right?
and if they work out, you know, what's wrong with you in 20 years' time, they go, right, that fella is in the fridge. He had that. We can sort it. Let's get him out. And they sort you out.
Yeah. Is this the first time you've come across this idea?
Yeah, I read it the other day. I didn't know.
You've
about
never
it.
heard of this before?
So have you?
It's called
cryogenically
cryogenics.
preserved.
Good, isn't it?
They take this to make. They put you at sort of like sub-zero temperatures, so stop all cellular activity.
So do you stop aging at that point?
Yeah, it's suspended animation.
So, well, what's the law on it, right? Because say if I had something, right?
Yeah.
And I said, put me in a fridge, and when you've got the cure and that, wheel me out, sort me out. Say if they did that,
Yeah.
and it was like 40 years,
Yeah.
and in 40 years' time they get a cure for me.
Yeah.
Would I have to stay with Suzanne? Because she'd be 70.
Do you mean what are the rules? Should you be allowed to date a younger woman?
Well, it's not fair, is it? It's like good news, we sorted you out, but
I don't think she'd mind. I reckon she'd have the best 40 years of her life.
Yeah. And plus, they're never going to find a cure for what ails you.
That is genius. That is brilliant. You come out, you're cured, and you go, oh no.
I love the fact that's what he'd be lying there. If you could think while he was in that state, you'd think, oh God.
She's losing her looks.
Yeah.
Just, oh dear.
But everything else as well, like my job wouldn't be here.
No.
No. Although the figures would have gone up a little bit.
Yeah.
Flat's probably gone or knocked down or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Most of my family would be dead.
Yep.
So what's the point? What? How do you know about it? Who's done it?
Well, famously Walt Disney, apparently. I mean, Walt Disney actually did die, but had his body preserved so that should they one day be able to bring back people from the dead,
they need Walt Disney.
they'd think, hang on, who do we have?
But with him, nothing is going to change because when he comes out, Mickey Mouse will still look the same.
Sure.
Plug and all that.
Play a record. I don't know where your mind is. Play a record. It's brilliant. You just say words. It's the apparatus. 50 Cent in the club on XFM 104.9. So Carl's a little bit fed up today, actually whinging. I mean properly whinging, fed up, reckons he's tired, reckons he's overworked here. But do you know what I mean, Carl? Everyone gets tired. Everyone gets tired. Everyone does the same sort of hours to you. What do you do? Sort of 9 till 6, 7?
About 9 till 7, 8.
Well, no, because a couple of times this week I've sort of met you for a drink about 6. So it's funny, isn't it? That's weird.
Some of the times I've come back after it, just for another 40 minutes or something whilst no one's around, try and get stuff done without phones going, without emails coming in.
Yeah, we got to do it.
Can I tell you what I think is a disappointment?
You're in a department. You got to do it.
I just think it's a disappointment that Carl hasn't been able to put that aside and rise to the occasion. He's only got to do this show once a week. It's
I know.
Hours.
It's,
I mean,
no
you and
one's doing
I,
it.
we're tired. We've
got. You've got one job. We've got about 6, and we're still doing it. Do you know what I mean? We still do it. We still.
Well, you're a professional, Rick. I mean, that's why you've won multiple awards. Is because you're willing to get up there, even if you're feeling a little bit under the weather, even if you hurt yourself, you've got an injury of some kind. You're up there. You're doing it.
Yeah.
You're entertaining. You're providing a service.
Yeah. So.
It's disappointment.
Yeah, but I've pressed all the right buttons at the right time.
Indeed.
Right? That's what I get paid for, yeah. Done that. The adverts have gone out.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I've made you cups of tea.
It's the negativity which is the problem. It's the vibe. You're bringing
us down. Bringing us down.
And therefore the listeners.
Therefore the listeners. Bringing us down. If you don't like London, you know what to do. Well.
Oh, I'm trying to get out of here, aren't I?
We just bought a new flat. That's not the best way. Buy a flat in Manchester, live there.
Doesn't matter. I can always rent it out and make a little bit of money.
Why don't you sell the flat in London and buy a street in Manchester?
Pilkington Avenue. You could literally be the lord, the king of that street. people could come to you like Solomon with their problems.
Yeah. Well, he's come up from London. He's got London ways.
Now, interestingly, have you heard? Do you remember the famous King Solomon story that there are two women arguing over whose baby it is, and they present this to them. They say, "This is my baby." And the other one goes, "No, this is my baby."
He knows one of them's lying, but he doesn't know which one.
And so what does he do? How does King Solomon solve that? How does he figure out whose baby is his? What would you do?
They're both white fellas, yeah.
Both what?
White fellas.
Two women.
Right, it's two white women.
To be they probably weren't, completely white.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, they're of the same ethnicity.
No, I'm just working out. Right, all right then. So, all right.
And don't think about what King Solomon would necessarily.
Yeah, it wasn't that easy. No, there's not one tall, skinny white one with big ears and so's the baby. The other one's a little short Chinese bloke. It's two women for a start.
Yeah.
Two women, okay. The baby to look at could be either. He doesn't know which, but he knows one of them's lying, obviously.
And is the one lying saying it's hers or saying it's not hers?
Right, okay, this isn't worth it, Steve. I'm going to tell you what he said, and you tell me if you think it was good or not. He says, well, then what we do is, as King said, what we do is, I'll take a sword, I'll cut the baby into two, and you can have half each. And one of the women says, no, don't do that. And one of them says, yeah, that's fair.
Right.
Do you see?
So which one was it?
Sorry? Well, no, my guess is the one that didn't want it done probably was the mother of the child. The one that didn't mind having the baby cut in half probably wasn't a mother of the child. Why don't you think, you bald little mank twat? Play a record.
Well, I'm just, right.
Although, it's not a very good solution.
No, that doesn't
I think the woman who was lying could have come up with something better than, cut it in half. What you should have done is, I'll give it to the other one as well.
Yeah.
Jaded from Aerosmith on XFM 104.9. Just trying to pep things
See,
up.
Steiner, you're up there. I mean, we've got lots of work to do. We're filming soon. We've got loads of things, admin, DVDs, everything like that. We come in here. This is Poxy. This is not a drop in the ocean, the sort of work and money we earn. Right, really? If we do this to keep charitable status. And yet you know, Carl, come on, what's the matter with you?
Are we doing Rockbusters?
I'll tell you what. Come on, Rick. I'll tell you what. Because it's your special day, and I want you to have a great time today.
Yeah.
We're going to do Rockbusters.
If you cheer up, miserable. It's just got ratty then. Go, no, don't push it on me head. Don't put it on me head.
Right, what were you trying to put on my head?
I was trying to put a pear on your head to knock it off with a ball, like William Tell, but it was because your head is so round and the pear was round. I tried to flatten it a little bit, and I didn't know it was a juicy pear. So I thought it'd be like just to crush it a little bit, and then he went mental because he had juice running down his face.
Oh.
Why is it my fault? The pear's a faulty pear.
Exactly.
Get proper fruit in here. It worked with the apple.
That was fine.
And then he gets ratty with me.
Okay, let's not waste any time with Rockbusters. Can we really let's whip through it?
Just whip through it. Just do the clues quickly. Quick, go, Rockbusters. Right, go.
Right, the first clue.
Yeah, hurry up, faster.
All the police cars are on fire.
All the police cars are on fire. What's the initials?
BS.
BS. All the police cars are on fire. Good. What's the next one?
The director of 28 Days Later is shouting about sleeping outside.
Yeah. Okay. What's the initials for that?
DB.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right. Go on then.
He wants to be a sailor. Why is that?
Yeah. What's the initials there?
B.
Brilliant. Okay.
Give them again quickly because I didn't quite catch the second one. So but go from the top.
All the police cars are on fire.
Yeah. That's BS.
BS.
Yeah.
The director of 28 Days Later is shouting about sleeping outside.
Yeah. Okay.
DB.
Yeah.
Right. He wants to be a sailor. Why is that?
Yeah.
B.
B. Okay. Then brilliant. Okay. Now, Carl, you going to cheer up now? Email only, Ricky Gervais at virgin.co.net. Radio 1 Roadshow. Smiley Miley.
Smiley Miley's mileage game. If anyone remembers that, I mean, here's a man, right, whose job, Smiley Miley was not a DJ, lest we forget. Smiley Miley was the guy that organised the vans that carried the equipment to and from the roadshows. Because he was such a crazy personality.
Because he smiled a little bit.
Exactly.
He got recognition, Carl. Longevity, lots of money, and lives where he wants to live. The town that he wants to live in. Why don't you just enjoy the town that you've chosen to live in because it's so good? London. What towns have you been to? Have you travelled at all?
I've been about a bit, yeah.
Right, okay, then what towns did you like? Okay, forget Manchester. That's safe. You like Manchester. Right, I'll do the big
Stop
three.
shouting.
London, New York, Paris. Okay, you don't like London, even though you live here. Got flats here. Good, excellent. That makes sense. Have you been to New York?
Yeah.
What do you think? It's an amazing city, isn't it?
It's just noisy, it's smelly.
Right, it's the city that never sleeps.
I'm not surprised with all the racket and that.
Paris, the city of love, the most romantic city in the world.
Not really. I remember seeing an old woman in McDonald's in there, and it put me off. That's where that thing happened, where the old woman was.
What did it say? Tell us.
We talked about it before. The old woman in McDonald's.
Yeah, what happened?
She was sat in the corner there with her legs open, no knickers on. Right.
Oh God!
That's Paris.
Did that put you off your cheeseburger?
Next city. Where next?
Have you been to? I don't know. The most beautiful city, Venice.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
It's good.
No.
Why?
because they sell it to you as if it is a romantic city.
Where did you see it sold?
No, I saw it on when I was growing up. Right, remember 3-2-1 with Ted Rogers?
Yeah, of course.
It used to be one of the star prizes on there.
Right.
And they'd say, "Let's show you the video. Let's see what you're going to. Let's see where you're going to be loving it for a couple of weeks." And they'd show you this scene of like the gondolas and all the city lit up at night, like a man and woman sat on a boat loving it and stuff.
Yeah.
I went there, bin bags everywhere.
Play a record.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Play a record.
It's London.
That
flooded.
is Wish You Were Here with Karl Pilkington.
All right.
It's London flooded.
Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. Stop on XFM. Carl's back. He's cheering up a little bit because I think he's vented his spleen a little bit on cities around the world that aren't as good as Manchester. So, is any of your family left in Manchester? Because they all moved away, didn't they? You came here. Your dad's moved to Wales, for Christ's sake. Well, your family are all around brother joined the army. Get anywhere. Just take me anywhere.
We don't know where he is.
His sister's moved away, so no
Ireland.
one... Yeah, there you go, you see? So, that's just one family. That's one family who love Manchester.
Exactly.
Alright?
Tell you what, Steve.
Go on.
I did find out in the week.
Yeah.
World record, right? Person with the longest trump.
With the longest what?
Wind fart.
Right.
Right? 2 minutes 42 is the world record.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I'm immediately thinking about a relative of yours who I'm sure did longer than
Who
that.
still lives in Manchester.
Auntie Nora.
Now, Auntie Nora did it for how long? 5
Reportedly,
minutes, wasn't it?
Star fight for 5 minutes. But unfortunately, she was the only person in the room. Whereas I think, which one's alive, Ross or Norris McWhirter?
I don't know, actually.
He has to be there.
Yeah, I think he actually has to.
He'd have to be there.
Would you want to be there?
Well, he'd have sort of equipment, looking at his watch, going, finish? You go, yeah. He goes, well, that was 4 minutes.
Did she go
59
from like a size 10 to a size 6?
Did
She showed some old dresses.
like a hovercraft.
Exactly.
In a big dress.
Yeah,
Just slightly off. Yeah. So, it has to be invigilated.
But again, how was the Guinness Book of World Records one invigilated? I mean, who was supervising that? Who was
He said,
monitoring
I can fart for 2 minutes. They went, well, we've got to see this. Went round. And he just probably let it rip. It's probably circular breathing. He's probably sort of sucking in air and swallowing it as he's going. And it's a continuous one, isn't it? It's not like... Yeah.
I mean, it said, that's how Nora's happened. Me Auntie Nora. She had a little bit of wind. It went on for like 2.5 minutes.
Sure.
That's when she called me mum.
As it was still going on.
And said, there's something not right here.
I'm leaking.
She said, oh, can you send your dad round? My dad.
Yeah.
Sent to me mum.
With a cork.
And
With a lighter. I think this would be the best one
I want to
ever.
show the kids something.
he said, I'll be there in a bit, get the windows open. But what it was down to, because I was talking to
Is she
my
the
mum
one
and
with
dad
the
about
split
it.
tennis ball?
Yeah.
We're not talking about that again.
I was talking to my mum and dad about it, saying, why do you think it happened and that? And it's because she never chucks food away, right? And she'll sort of mash it all up. And she's got all these ice cream tubs in the fridge that are just full of
Cabbage water.
old mashed up food.
Really?
And she prepares everything. Right, she doesn't work, she's retired now, she's got nothing to do all day, but everything's got to be ready
Still
for her.
calls in sick.
Do you know what I mean? Everything's got to be done. Even though, if you're going round to her house and you're going there for tea, it's like, what time are you coming? And it's like, well, I don't know, maybe 5, maybe 6.
Yeah, you're
Well, no,
late,
I need
because
to
you're late
know,
when
I
you
need
have to
to
meet
know.
us at 5 or 6.
Do you know what I mean? That's what.
So sorry, when you say she mashes up food, she literally takes the remnants of a dinner, could be sort of some...
Anything.
And just smashes it all up into a...
Yeah.
And then what does she do with it?
Put it in the fridge, and she's got it in the fridge. It's like January, February, March. She's got all these ice cream boxes that are just full of.
But she doesn't... She reheats it and eats it.
Oh, then she puts
I
it in
thought
a
she was
pan.
just keeping it as a
No,
souvenir of each meal she'd had.
No, put it in a pan, warm it up.
Oh,
and that's what it
grotesque.
is. It's just.
A lot of vegetation, is it?
Yeah.
Why does it only happen once, or does she save it up once a year, just let it go?
I don't know. Well, she is mad.
Yeah, she sounds potty.
She doesn't answer the phone anymore in case there's a burglar checking if she's in. It's like, well, answer it, and then they'll know you are in, and they won't come round.
Yeah.
Mental. Mental.
They can't be sure then, can they?
What do you mean?
Well, if there's no, well, maybe it's someone just... They are in, but they're hiding. Whereas if Auntie Nora goes, it's Auntie Nora, we can nick... She'll be farting. We can sneak in when she does a loud one. Because we'll be aware of the telly. What's stopping it? It's got a valance round it. It's got caught on the cat.
So have we got a recap on Rockbusters?
No, just do has anyone got the right answers? Has anyone got the right answers?
Let me just check here. Here's one from someone who just says he's given an answer. Answer to number 1, I. Number 2, don't. Number 3, care.
Right. Okay. Is he close? Has anyone got 3 answers?
I can't find one with 3 answers.
So again, you've done something wrong, Carl.
No. No.
This isn't radio. Play a record.
There you go. Someone's got it.
Give it to them.
Fine. Okay, give us the clues again. We'll give the answers straight away.
Yeah.
No fanning around.
Yeah,
Right.
it's really pointless.
Number 1.
Yeah.
All the police cars are on fire.
BS.
BS.
Yeah. What was that?
I can think of something.
Go on.
Blazing Squad.
Brilliant.
Okay.
The director of 28 Days Later is shouting about sleeping outside.
Yeah.
That's Dan Yell Bedingfield. Right?
Danielle
We never-
Bedingfield.
Right. We'll never let him do this again.
I told you I washed my hands of it.
I know, but I
Why
just
did you
thought
let him? Why do you?
because he was grumpy.
But this is what happens. Look what's happened. Danielle Bedingfield. That's what happened.
The director of so Danny Boyle, so Dan, right? All that for Dan, about shouting about being Dan Yell Bedingfield, right? What's the last one?
He wants to be a sailor. Why is that?
Yeah.
Beyoncé.
What does that mean?
Beyoncé. Who wants to be on the sea.
Play record. You're never doing it again. You
I
just
can't-
signed your death warrant.
What have we
You're
done?
never doing Rockbusters again. And if Monkey News, right, they would ban that as well.
We've
and we're
unleashed it.
serious this time.
So Joe in Catford. Stuff off to you.
Oh, I can't believe what we've
Again,
done.
he's even doing the shout out.
There you won. Well done on that.
What have we done, Rick? What have we done? World Party, is it like today? Still to come. We've got Monkey News, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're guaranteed Monkey News. But I tell you what, I know, I can look, the look in your eye.
You know
Rick,
what
tells
I
me
want?
everything.
Just play some.
Adverts.
XFM.
There's a little sailor fella. He wants to, join the Navy. Why? Beyoncé. Knowles is his surname.
Yeah.
Midshipman Knowles. Now, Carl, we're going to do another edition, I think, of Wish You Were Here, because that really cheers you up, didn't it?
So on.
Where else you been? Have you been? You've been around Europe, haven't you? You've been to any hot country? You've been to Greece,
Greece.
Turkey.
Done Turkey, yeah.
Yeah.
Been to Turkey. Little fellas. Little midgets working in the canteen in the hotel I was in.
Okay.
Astley Suzanne as well.
Okay. Have you been to Scotland?
Once for the Edinburgh Festival.
Go on.
That's where I looked out in my hotel room, saw a traffic warden putting a ticket on some bin bags
Brilliant.
because they'd gone into the road.
So that's Turkey, Scotland. What about places here? Have you been to the West Country where we?
Have you been to my neck of the woods, Bristol?
I haven't been around. What else is around there?
Bath?
Been to Bath.
Yeah, what do you make of it?
Once you've been, probably don't need to go again because it's sort of old and they don't change anything.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
That'll be
Once
the
you've
Roman
been-
spa
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
talking about,
Right.
I think. What about Brighton?
Not gay people.
Right, okay, thank you. Next week on Wish You Were Here, we'll go to some other places where there are gay people.
Fascinating. And
Brilliant.
Another extraordinary insight there. Carl, can we have some Monkey News?
Well, just before we do Monkey News, right? Can I do a little psychological test on you?
On me?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's brilliant, this. Someone emailed it in.
Brilliant.
Right. Little story with a question at the end.
Okay.
Right? Right.
This is going to be so annoying.
No, it's not, honestly. It's,
Well, it is, because you're going to think it's science and it's going to be trite.
alright, well,
Go on.
right. Little story first, right? There's this funeral, right? And this girl was at a funeral.
Same funeral?
Yeah.
Right.
It was a mother's funeral.
Oh, yeah.
Right? She met this fella who she didn't know, right? But she thought this fella who she met was amazing. She didn't know him, right? But she thought he was brilliant, right? Like a dream fella.
Right.
And she fell in love with him, right? But never asked for his number, his phone number,
Right.
And she couldn't find him. Now, a few days later, the girl killed her own sister, right?
Yes.
Question is, why did she do that?
Okay, well, it's one of those stupid things then, isn't it? So it's not logic, it's what am I thinking?
No, it's not. Seriously, it's a proper
so it's real
mental
logic.
test. It's a proper mental test.
A mental test. It is a bit mental.
So you understand the story, yeah?
Kind of. Let me just get it right. So there's a funeral. A girl goes to the funeral of her mother.
Yeah.
She meets the guy, or she
meets the guy at the funeral.
She meets the bloke.
He looks all right. I fancy a bit of that.
Right.
Has a chat with him.
Yeah.
But doesn't get his name, doesn't get a phone number or anything.
So to cut a long story short, the things are answered, right? So the reason she kills her own sister, is this something to do with finding out something about the man she met?
Well, just answer the thing. Just why do you?
Oh, okay then. I'll answer it then. She went mental. He was a spy called Derek. What do you mean? Just answer it.
Anyway, I'm testing Steve.
Right. Well, she killed her own sister because her sister had stolen some money from her and was sleeping with her husband.
Is that it?
Well, I don't know.
It's an answer. It's an answer. What's the answer on the paper? So,
well, come on.
Come on.
Well, the answer is...
No, an answer is...
that she was hoping that the guy would appear at the funeral again. He'd go to the funeral.
Right, that's not a proper psychological test. It's one of those stupid little shitty things. It's like a man goes into a field and dies. Why? His parachute didn't open. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm surprised you learn anything.
Oh, I love that. Romeo and Juliet. Oh, Juliet's a fish.
He said she was hoping that the guy would appear again at a funeral. If you answered this correctly, you think like a psychopath. This was a test by a famous fella, right, who used it on killers, and most of the killers got the answer right.
Did you also think that? Was that the answer that you gave when you first read it?
No, I didn't know. But I wondered what you would have got.
Good, so that's proof I'm not a psychopath.
Yeah, but that's the point. But it's a psychological test for looking at something very, very specific.
What's up with that?
Well, what was the best that could happen? That he'd got it right, so he is a psychopath.
What annoys me is you're not happy with that test, but before you wasted 3 minutes trying to balance a pear on my head. What were you getting out of that?
Let's play a song and have some money.
Joe Jackson, is she really going out with him on XFM? Right, it's the time that most people, I imagine, have been waiting for. Monkey news.
Play the jingle.
Okay. Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right.
Come on. Come on.
Should be ready, Carl.
That's amazing, isn't it? It's like Nicholas Witchell. The bomb. No, that's not the first. Come on!
No, it's always difficult, isn't it, to sort of find something that's good each week, right? Last week, we did the chimp.
It is for us, yeah.
We had the chimps who were running a health spa.
Yeah.
Right. We've covered the one who nicked a car to go on to Spain to sort his future out.
All shite.
The hairdresser, I think we've done that one, the little monkey hairdresser. This week we're looking at monkeys that they're using. Do you know, like monkeys? They know how like.
I've lost the will to live, Steve.
Oh, well, I don't want to do it.
Right? Well, come on, come on.
What are monkeys good at?
What are monkeys good at?
Yeah.
Well, running small businesses, cutting people's hair, and driving cars.
Yeah, they love Spain.
Oh, and foiling bank robberies.
Yeah, they're great.
Well, something else they're good at, right, is like weighing up the situation.
Oh, God!
If you stick them in like a field with loads of like obstacles on it, right, they're good at sort of, I can get over that, and I climb over that, I'll swing from there to there, that sort of thing, right?
Okay.
So the people in charge of somewhere, I've thought, we can use that skill, right? And what they've done is they've got a load of little monkeys, right? They've given an IQ test,
yeah,
and the ones that score above 80, right?
Get to produce this show next week.
Join the army.
Right. How do they join the army, and what do they do?
They just what they do is they set little obstacle courses up for them. They do that. They do a cross-country run. They do the IQ test.
Run?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then once they've done all that, they make them a little uniform, made to measure little uniform.
Slightly longer arms, shorter legs than usual. Yeah.
Yeah. And basically, then they start how to use a gun and that sort of thing.
Yeah, of course they are. You're talking rubbish again.
This came through literally, pretty late on. So
you've not had a chance to corroborate all the facts as usual.
Just have a look.
Right. It's the bit I'm looking for is, well, A, why they're doing it. Why are they doing it?
Yeah.
Why do we need monkeys in the army? And secondly, why are we giving them guns? I'll just check to see if any of that.
I love the fact we only let gays in recently.
Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
I can't read it. There's too much pressure.
Well, it's rubbish. But it's rubbish. They don't get it. It's the way that there are things there are animal cores, right? There are horses, there are dolphins, sea lions. There are lots and lots of animals in the army, but they don't have to pass an obstacle test as such, and they're not taught to fire guns. You straight away assume that there's going to be loads of squads of men and then just one little monkey in the middle. Like, he came second on the test. He's in, boys.
What do you think, Steve? You've read it?
Well, as ever, Carl, this is an arbitrary email sent by one of our listeners. You know what Ricky and I think of him. and so we're not really basing this on hard evidence. We're basing it on the ramblings of one of our listeners. Rubbish.
Once again, lazy, rubbish, uncorroborated, nonsense. The stupid test that you got wrong.
Rick, that sounds like monkey news to me.
I wanted to play those adverts for you on XFM 104.9. Well, that's about it. We've had some tears and laughter. I mean, the only real thing that we learned from today's show that's corroborated and is absolutely true is that, remember, Mancunians take off more sick days than any other area, 11 days per year, compared to sort of like 8 Liverpool.
And from that we extrapolate, do not trust Mancunians.
Well, I'm not saying that. I think that's a bit harsh. I'm saying, make sure you get in writing that they're not going to have more than sort of like the average number of days off per year.
Yeah. Or if they start taking loads off, fire them.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? All right, Carl, we've had a good day? We're going to end with a beautiful song, aren't we? Just to show we're all still friends. It's Jimmy Webb and his version of Galveston. See you
next week, I guess.
Bye. Iggy Pop on board on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Steve Merchant here as well.
Yeah, little Karl Pilkington. Well, to reintroduce or introduce people for the first time to Karl, I think we should have a...
Yeah, maybe sort of a quick Q&A, Karl, and we don't need sort of lengthy answers from you. We don't need lots of detail. It can be just a couple of sentences.
Just to get a flavour of who you are.
Yeah, so firstly, name obviously Karl Pilkington. Age, Karl?
I'll be 30 next month.
Really?
This month? No, next. Where are we?
I don't think we need to ask any more questions.
I think we've done it.
That's it.
I think we've
Welcome
done it
to the world of Karl Pilkington.
I think I thought it would take 3 or 4 questions
thought it was going to be at least,
to really explain
that was the first question. Absolutely
God.
incredible. But we can't really leave it there because we haven't got enough else to do to fill up the 2 hours. So let's pursue this line of inquiry.
Yeah.
Age? What was the age, Karl? In a couple of months.
When were you born?
I'll be 72.
Right. What month? What day?
I'm on the cusp.
You're on the cusp of the day.
Well, 23rd of September.
Okay.
72.
So anyway, okay, right, good.
And you were talking there about obviously your star sign, where you're on the cusp.
Yeah.
Do you believe in that? Do you?
No.
You don't believe in star signs?
No, not really.
But you do believe in ghosts, I understand.
No, because the
paranormal.
but the star sign thing, you've got how many different star signs are they?
12, isn't it?
Right, and then you've got like loads of people.
Yeah. So you do the math.
So they're saying that, there's only 12 different sorts of people in the world.
Exactly. That's exactly right. It's made up. It's made up nonsense. It's non-science.
It's pseudoscience.
It's hairy man and dyed hair woman science.
Yes.
Isn't it?
All right.
Yeah.
Have you ever done anything in a play, Pilk?
We know this, Karl. You've performed.
Just did the talent show, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, the talent show. Yeah.
Remind us of the talent show.
That's when I did Walk Like an Egyptian, dressed up as a woman.
Yeah.
And did me magic trick.
Oh, that's that. Is it an egg?
The egg one.
Yeah.
What was the egg one again?
When actually I've ruined it now saying the egg one, but I went on stage with like an hanky,
Yeah.
And I said, at this point I was dressed up as a caretaker in it.
Sure.
Don't know why, can't remember.
No.
I was stood there with this hanky over my hand.
Yeah.
And I said, right, you're going to love this one.
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to make a bird appear in front of your eyes, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh God, what's he going to do? So I'm stood there.
Yeah, I'm sure I did.
Pulled the hanky off.
It was an egg.
Had an egg, and I said, oh, it hasn't been born yet.
That's brilliant.
They loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild for it, did they? Round of applause.
Yeah.
How old were you? Was that
your,
like 17?
Was that apart from your paper round? Was that the high point of your life so far? Is that the what's the
No,
best?
I didn't really
Carl,
want to
I'd
do
like
it.
to see you take that on the road. Or maybe at least up to the Edinburgh Festival next year.
Carl, we're going to play a song now, right? One of my great track, Watch That Man, off one of my favourite albums, A Love Insane by David Bowie. But during that, can you think of a couple of things for me? What's the best thing that's ever happened to you? Can you think about that for 3 minutes? Me and Steve will leave you alone. Just the best thing that's ever happened to you. Remember and think that is amazing. Yeah, can you do that? Play the record.
I tell you what.
What?
Just reminded me weird stuff going on in the
But it
world.
wasn't a baby, was it? Maybe it was a baby. Maybe it was a baby, but it had water on it, everything.
Well, listen, right, this was a kid with a big head, as far as I'm concerned. He wasn't a baby. But we know what he's got, everything's sorted. But other things, right, that are weird in the world,
Yeah,
you
go
know,
on,
you're
Carl.
always like, you're going on about there's no ghosts and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? How do you answer this one?
Yeah.
Someone here who I work with,
Yeah.
right, I'm not going to say the house, it doesn't matter, but they were eating space cake, right?
What do you mean by that, Carl? Explain.
What's the space cake?
For people who...
It's some sort of druggy cake, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
A dope brownie or whatever, yeah.
Right.
So something with cannabis in it, is that what you're saying?
I think it's something stronger than that, isn't it? I don't know. But anyway, he was having this space cake, and...
You better give me the name now, Carl, because I've got to report him.
No, listen.
It's only, no.
It really
is
doesn't
still,
matter.
No.
Is he Sturgis? Was it Claire Sturgis?
Yeah,
She
let's
wouldn't
say it
bother.
is.
She's gone on the hardest. She doesn't
Sure,
bother with
yeah,
those.
she's just
It doesn't do anything to her
Straight
now.
to the vein, yeah.
So listen, right? So he's at a party, right,
Yeah.
with his mates, and they're listening to the Star Sailor album, right?
Right.
And he's sat there, and he's had some of this cake,
Right.
and he's listening to the album, and his mate's sat across the way talking to someone else, right?
That's weird.
The album's on, and he thinks to himself, this track's going on a bit.
Yeah.
And his mate across the way, who's talking to someone else,
Heard him say it.
heard him say it, and he goes,
Yeah.
yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he goes, oh,
Right.
and he goes,
See, usually at this point, I say this bloke taking drugs, but you started the story
Yeah.
with this bloke
no.
had done some
But
drugs.
since,
Right, Rick?
no, if he was here now,
Yeah.
right, he would say, yeah, I know it sounds mental,
Yeah.
but it happened. And
Yeah.
it wasn't just a one question. It wasn't just like, oh, this track's a bit long, innit? Yeah, it is.
He had a
It
whole
was
conversation.
A whole conversation
Sure.
with the guy. And
Yeah.
But sorry, I just want to clarify. You mean he had the whole conversation telepathically?
Yeah.
Right. He didn't just shout across the
And
room.
they've recently met up and like they've sat there and tried to like work out what happened. And it's never happened
Presumably they
again.
don't have to talk at all anymore.
Yeah. Why did they meet up? Couldn't they just like in their own homes? Just stay at home.
Do they have to have that cake before they
Yeah, before
start
they
having a
have a chat.
conversation? Hold on, wait a minute, lads. Why are we using our lips?
Yeah.
This is using way too many... take them. There you go.
My only question with that is, being skeptics like Ricky and I, whenever we hear a story like that about the paranormal, the first thing we always look for is maybe some other explanation.
Yeah.
Maybe one vague idea.
Lying.
Could be lying.
Chinese whisper.
As I think you pointed out, there are drugs. It's often, it's often an issue as well.
Madness,
Yeah.
fear, delusion, sleep.
Yeah.
You know, there are so many things you go through.
I'm going to go with the drugs.
before your dead grandmother
Exactly.
pops into the equation.
I'm
for
going to
me.
go with the acid.
Right, tell the other story that you totally believe this as a true story, don't you? The fella with the being killed.
Right, do you know how the other week we were talking about some fella who had his head cut off? And he said, when my head goes into the basket, I'm going to blink a lot. See how many times I can blink.
But if you remember, when Carl first told me that, it was, I think it was Simon or Nick that pointed out. He goes, no, that's not quite right, Carl. Carl told me that he had his head cut off, and when his head was in the basket, it looked up and said, count how many times I blinked.
Yeah,
but
sure.
he believed that as well. So he was happy. He was happy with that.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
So yeah, a couple of weeks ago there was a guy, he had his head cut off, and before he had it off, he'd said, I'm going to blink to show that there's life after death.
And he did 32 blinks, right?
Sure.
So you two were sort of pointing that down the other week.
we were sceptical of that.
So I looked again
On the internet?
at some other website.
Yeah.
And there's a guy...
Sorry, it's the website, just to clarify, the website is the place where you bought that property on the moon, didn't you? Because it was a bargain.
Right. So, this guy...
Fingers humped.
Look, we'll see who's been gazumped when this world ends. I've got somewhere to go, right? And I know you'll be calling me up, saying, "Oh, can I come with you?"
Haven't you got like 2 square foot?
No, I've got acres.
You're going to have to stand deadly still on the moon in your 2 square foot.
I've got about 20
There's no
acres.
place for Suzanne, it'll just be you. Drive off, love.
It's all those people with big heads and web feet that've been buying it all these years.
Well, listen, right.
Go on.
Anyway,
Play a record, tell us the story after. We've been chatting for
Sorry,
far too long.
Carl. No, there's no record.
Play a tune, we'll come back with
What
this.
do you wanna
What's
play?
this, another ghost story?
Let's play one of my favourite songs of all time, because I'm going on holiday and getting into a lovely serene mood. Sorrento is probably from that. It's Neil Young, After the Gold Rush.
Beautiful. Still to come, that competition as well. Look forward to that. Carl's quiz.
Yeah. What an amazing track that is.
Beautiful tune, yeah.
Neil Young,
Dynamite.
After the Gold Rush. So go on, Carl. Sorry. Go on, Carl.
So let's take us back a few steps, Carl. What's the story?
right, so I did some research, right?
Let's just recap again. There was a guy you read about who had his head chopped off. He was guillotined.
Yeah.
He had said to the people around him,
Count my
I am going
blinks.
to blink once I've had my head cut off to
So
show
the
that
brain
life,
can still...
or the brain
Yeah.
can continue to work after,
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
death. Okay, so yeah, we queried that.
So you weren't having any of it?
Well, no, possibly for a few seconds till the oxygen stops being fed to the cells because the blood has drained away. But, nothing spectacular. So
Right,
go on.
well, along the similar sort of lines, right? This is quite a few years ago. This fella sort of upset the royal family doing something, right? So they said that this isn't good.
Wasn't Ben Oughton at that Jubilee thing, was it?
I can't remember what it was, and they said, right,
That was terrible.
we're gonna cut your head off. You gotta show people like you can't be doing what you've been doing.
What was this, the 1970s? When you say a couple of years ago, you mean maybe sort of...
Was it the olden days when the
Ages.
phones weren't very good?
Ages ago.
Yeah.
Ages ago, sure.
So yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So
Very philosophical.
Yeah, imagine that when you watching the history.
Take your head off.
This was literally ages ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go
Simon
on.
Sharma's History of Britain.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
and even before that, which is yonks before, when it was all mental and different. Sorry, Carl, go on.
So he's having his head cut off, and he's resigned to it.
it's the day before. He's kind of got it into his head now that I'm not going to have my head much longer.
Sure.
So he said, let's make use of this.
Yeah.
He said, I wonder how long like the body can stay alive without my head on it, right? So they were like, I don't know. So
Who were?
so
The jailers?
whoever he was asking.
These jailers with one eye.
Yeah.
Get out, pal.
So he said,
No, wait a minute, I've got an interesting scientific experiment, jailer. Well,
Yeah.
fair enough.
What is it?
So he said, what I want to do, right? He said, surely it's my last right. I'm gonna be dead tomorrow.
Sure.
So let's
He
do a
didn't
test.
draw it out this long, did he?
Yeah, he said, let's test this out. He said, do us a favour. He said, it's my last day. What I want you to do is, you're going to cut my head off. Let's put a white line on the floor
Right.
and see if, because there's no point asking how far he can sort of walk without an head if there isn't a line, because you don't know what to count. Do you know what I mean? If he loses his head and he's running around all over the place, you can't really count
That's
that.
not impressive enough, yeah.
So they said, let's make a white line.
Sure.
Yeah. Who said
And-
this? He did or they did?
I think they started to join in with him and saying, well, let's make this a...
Sure. You get it. Go on.
So,
They got Norris McWhirr down. The Guinness people.
Oh. Yeah.
so they said, let's get this white line.
Yeah.
And
Dedication's all you need.
we'll do this tomorrow. And he said, all right, then I'll see you in the morning. So we go-
I'll see you in the morning. Night, sleep tight. Bye.
I love the fact that Carl knows exactly what was said. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, he doesn't know the story or what order it is in or when
But
it
he knows
was.
exactly what
or
was
who
said.
said what, but he knows the Alright then, see you in the morning. Bye. Oh, kissy. Oh, I'm not like that. Oh, you joker.
Don't let the bed bugs fly.
Yeah, anyway.
So he gets up.
Do you want a paper tomorrow? No, I'm alright. Go on.
He gets up and they say, right, today's the day and that. And he said, well, I've got used to the idea. So here's a white line for you.
I used to the idea.
Go on.
So So they go, right, are you ready then? And he said, I go on. And they cut his head off, and the body walked 32 steps without a head.
Wow.
32 steps.
Incredible.
And that's the lesson, really.
Did it get as far as it walked along the white line, did it?
Yeah, it stayed along the white line, did 32 steps, and then started to stumble a bit, and it just fell over.
Yeah.
But, it was a test that your body can still keep alive for a little bit.
Yeah.
When you've lost your head.
Absolute twaddle. Absolute twaddle.
What do you reckon you can do then without an head? How many steps?
Nothing.
There'd be muscular spasm, right?
Yeah. It would twitch a bit.
It would, yeah. You could not distinctly take 32 steps. The body... Well, don't...
Yeah.
Is the doctor still on the line?
Yeah.
The fella that bought 6 parrots.
Yeah.
And, you could have got 32 steps.
Right, so you
A
don't
beheaded
believe
man
that.
doing a bit of line dancing.
Right, you don't believe that, but something that you do believe that a cockroach can live a week without an head.
It can. Slightly different kettle of fish there.
Why?
Wow, insect to human is what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that
but
difference.
There's not that much difference in
Well, of
some
course there
insects. Do you know that a snake has a heart and lungs and kidneys and stuff?
Go on.
No, well, I'm just saying.
So?
You're making out as if like they're a totally different
Species. I am making out. I mean, call me old-fashioned.
Do you know what you're talking about? I don't want you embarrassing yourself, Nick.
Yeah, I am suggesting they're totally different beings. Yeah, that is. Yeah. Now, Carl, the cockroach is a very different thing. The interesting there is that it lives without its head, because a lot of it's on. There's some of them are phototropic, chemotropic. Some of them just literally have irritation and muscle memory. I mean, they do have a central nervous system, but it's very different. So if you lose the head, it bypasses a lot of that anyway. All this is running around. The reason it dies is because it can't take on water. But it's very different to a man, right, having consciousness and then losing that, and the body's still going, no, I think I remember what I was going to do here.
Yeah, so
I'm going to
walking
carefully
along the
walk
white line.
32 steps along this white line. Imagine you just looking down going, oh, missed a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe the head was in the corner going, left,
Yeah.
left, left. Oh, he's now...
Well, let's just put it out. I mean, if anyone listening has maybe had a relative beheaded, maybe in a horrendous car accident, but they got up, maybe they went for a walk, they had a little chat.
Oh,
they
dear,
passed on.
Carl.
Get in touch.
Carl, you are my favourite being. You are my favourite species.
Now, you, Carl, may not be particularly different genetically from a cockroach. You are,
Why can
generally
cockroaches
speaking.
do that? Why whoever made them went...
Let's play a record.
Do you know what? When I told him this fact, I send him little facts on text messages just to inflame his, interest. I just sent him a cockroach can live 9 days without its head. He texted back, "What's the point of that?
Yeah.
What's the point of
They're
that?"
not doing experiments, these cockroaches.
It's a boring last week to have.
And he went, and on top of all that, you're thirsty. So it's the worst week of your life, isn't it? That week without your head.
Play a record.
Play a record, Carl.
Competition time next.
Oh, he's look at his little face. Look at his little
You've not heard
face.
Carl's competition.
Oh, he could live without an head. Strokes. Someday. I'm already annoyed. I've been
I'm in
here
a bad
3
mood.
minutes and I'm already annoyed.
Yeah. I'll bring back Claire, I'll tell you.
No, it's not his fault. It's
It
the whole
is.
place. The library's shite. I tried to go. Oh God! I had to go
Chill,
to Capital
chill.
Library.
Chill.
Fancy that. I had to go to Capital Library to get a couple of records I wanted. Right, place is falling apart. The email's not working. It's so shoddy. He's had 2 weeks off on holiday. I mean, they might as well bulldoze this, honestly, because for all the,
It is ludicrous.
and we get paid peanuts.
You get paid, do you?
Oh, and it really annoys me to have to fight. Oh, anyway.
Anyway, just calm down.
104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Carl, you're back.
All right.
How was it?
What, the holiday?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't all fun, was it? Because my dad was in hospital.
Oh, but he wasn't
during the holiday.
Not during the holiday, though, was he? You came back from holiday and then found that out, didn't you?
Yeah, but it happened when I was on holiday.
Did you know that, though, when you're on holiday?
No, because I didn't take my phone with me.
Well, that's
the
our
weird
question.
thing is,
Yeah.
I got a feeling when I was sat there, because it normally happens.
It wasn't a nudie speech, was it?
When I first went
You
away
saw that old fellow with his packet out.
when I went to Ibiza, right, I had a feeling, and I called home. My dad had punctured a lung.
When you
this
say you
time-
had a feeling, what do you mean a feeling?
Just like, I should call home. There's something not right. But this
That's a
time,
very
I thought,
specific feeling. How did that manifest itself? How does that? How do you get that? What kind of feeling? That tingling thing?
I'm getting a bit of a lung feeling.
Yeah,
a bit of a dad lung feeling.
That feels like a punctured lung.
Hold on.
Well, anyway.
But anyway, the holiday was good. We talked about it last week.
Well, let's probe Carl about his holiday, because that's the sort of thing that audiences will stay tuned for, Rick, I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, sure.
Find out about
you know more about this radio business than me. You hooked them already.
Indeed, yeah. But also I'm thinking we've got nothing. So we may as well save that.
No, I resent it. I used to put a lot of work in, but no, I think of the money, which is, for me, pretty shoddy.
Well,
you know what I mean? I don't usually
you
get out of
make an
bed
awful lot of cash.
Well, exactly, yeah. And, the whole thing is the whole setup. It was raining today. I thought I should have a cabin. And then the sun came out, so I walked in again. Ah, dear.
How are you? So where did you go, Carl? What was the story?
It was my birthday, right? Went home after working with you a couple of Saturdays ago, right? Girlfriend was like, open your card. And I said, no, it's my birthday on Monday, I'll open it then.
You obey by the rules, certainly on birthdays. Birthday rule.
Well, there's no point.
Well, exactly. Chaos leads that way.
Yeah, right, so...
not an anarchist, never has been.
So anyway, she was kept going on, it was doing me head in, so I said, alright, I'll open it.
Yeah.
So I opened it, ticket fell out. Surprise holiday to one of the Canary Islands. So...
And what was your reaction? I mean...
First one was, we haven't got enough money for this, but I didn't want to ruin it, so...
No.
So I didn't go on about that, and I said, oh, it'd be great, so I can't wait. So,
did you say it in that tone of voice?
Well, it was good timing, because I was tired and everything, and I'm not a big holiday fan, but the timing was right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's the same as last night. I don't always like a curry, but last night...
You're in the mood.
You get that sort of, oh, yeah.
Curry, you had a feeling.
Yeah.
You thought, and then lo and behold, later you were eating the curry. It's weird, isn't it? Isn't it weird, the paranormal? Isn't it weird?
They work in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
So anyway, right? And the final one, alien gives man a beard.
Right,
Alien gives man a beard.
I am going to burst. Right, listen, Carl, you've got to tell me. Right, let's do it in reverse order.
No, we're not going to do it now anyway.
What do you mean? We've got to do it now. This is the first interesting thing you've said in an hour. Okay, the listeners have just been subjected to rubbish and mistakes and everything for the last 6 months. Please, we've got to do Alien Gives Man a Beard. What is that? Tell us that.
Right.
Sorry, this is just you telling me something, is it? This feature is you telling me something.
I'm teaching you something. Educating Ricky. Huh?
So are we playing it now? We're already into this feature. Well into this feature, are we?
Yeah, I suppose we are, yeah.
Should there not be a jingle or something?
Yeah, can we have a
There's
jingle?
no point, because look, I come up with ideas and you dismiss them straight away, so I'm not wasting my time making stuff.
Right.
If you don't like
okay,
it.
let's play Educating Ricky.
Right.
Brilliant. Go. Right.
So-
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Educating Ricky.
Right, what are we going for then? Hanging the bacon, airy Chinese kid, alien gives man a beard.
I think Alien gives man a beard.
I'd like to do that.
Right, there's this fella, I think it happened in America, and he saw a bright light in the sky. And
God, if you're bored.
he stood there.
This is a true story, is it?
Yeah. He stood there,
Yes, of course it isn't, Steve.
and he saw this bright light, and it came closer and closer, and it was a UFO, right?
Yep.
And he looked at it, and it disappeared, right? And he gets back in his car,
He looks in the mirror.
and he looks in the mirror.
Yep.
He's only got a beard,
He has.
You sure it wasn't someone else who got in the car and he was still standing out there?
right?
What?
And it turned out,
Yeah.
he got home and said to his wife or his girlfriend, it's a bit weird. So I just got out of the car to look at a bright light, and I got back in the car, I grew a beard, and she said, never mind your beard, where have you been for 3 days? And what had happened is...
He passed out because he was pissed.
No. The UFO had taken him for 3 days.
Yeah.
But he'd only thought that he'd only looked at it and it went away.
Yeah.
But what had happened is he took him and
Yeah.
he grew a beard because he hasn't had a shave.
Right, okay. I mean, was Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones anything to do with this at all? Did you see this on a video maybe and thought it was an educational film?
No, it's from a book that some kind person sent in to me. here.
Can I just ask again, just again, I'm just throwing this right back at you. Do you think there's any other possible answer here? Right? A man is absent for 3 days from home.
He's grown a beard.
The time that it could take to grow a beard, lest we forget. What if he hadn't actually seen a bright light in the sky?
What if he was lying? What if he was lying?
He'd got knocked unconscious. He'd had a car crash.
Just lying. No, just lying.
Or he was just lying.
Yeah, he'd been on a bender, getting pissed for 3 days.
And that
with
was
his
his
mates.
excuse to his wife.
And they went, Dennis, what are you going to tell your wife?
Well, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You're not going to believe I was out with you, lads.
Just say you're only away for a minute. No, I wasn't away from it because of the beard. Oh yeah, look, it looks like you've been out for 3 days. Well, we have. That's
Exactly.
right. Okay, we've got to cover that then. Alien abduction.
Great one.
Okay, let's try that.
Do you see? That's a little scenario there that could have been played.
So when you say educating Ricky, what have I learned from this? Never listen to you again. That's all I've learned so far. Never listen to you.
Yeah, we'll add a little bit more in here, right? To
Well,
spice this
no.
up.
What do you mean? Add a little bit more.
We'll add a bit more to this what I'm educating you about.
Go on.
Right? There's only a law in America that says if you touch a UFO, you're going to get done. Now, why would they make a rule? I don't know that. Do you know, like, all their rules have a code?
Carl, I genuinely do not know what you're talking about.
Right. Do you know, like, how here they might have...
Do you know
I
what?
have no idea.
Right.
Okay.
Do you know, like, over here?
I'm listening to Capital and I got Foxy on yesterday.
Right, let's bin that.
No way, it's great. No,
I want to hear about Airy Chinese Kid.
Let's play a tune. And
Okay,
then
play a tune. Come back with Airy Chinese
Wait,
Kid, definitely.
Some doors.
Yeah, I just thought I'd go back,
Oh.
take it back to the 60s. This is a tune that a friend of mine sent
If
me.
you touch a UFO, you get done.
Soul Kitchen from the Doors.
Shambles today, this.
Right, okay, educating Ricky. What have we got? Airy Chinese Kid, go on.
Right, yeah. This is the... I didn't want to do this.
What do you mean you want to do it?
Well, I wanted to give you three, and I gave you one. It was like the alien man gets a beard or whatever.
Yeah,
And-
which was total rubbish, so this one should be better, maybe.
Hairy Chinese kid. Right, well, we've talked about hairy people in the past.
True enough.
Haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, the little kids who grew up in woods and hung around with wolves and that.
Yeah, again, you're confusing it. Yeah, they're not. There were some people that were born very hirsute. They were not the people who were brought up with wolves. You just put that together in your Homer Simpson type mind.
Right, well, this is like a sort of close to that sort of story. But the weird thing is, right, Chinese people aren't that hairy as a nation. No, seriously, that's a well-known fact. They don't have that much body hair and stuff.
Okay.
So this little kid who was born over there, he was like covered in stuff.
Was he?
And it was only his nose that wasn't hairy. The rest of his body was caked in hair, right? And his hair sort of
What
grew.
sort of hair was it? Was
Thick hair.
No, what I mean is, was it sort of like a pony's mane, so he just looked like an Ewok? You know what I mean? Just like hanging down sort of straight, dark hair.
In the picture, it looked like it grows
was it
from his
downy?
eyebrow. It grows from his eyebrows quite thick, and then it just goes all the way over
You
his
don't
head.
think it was just really long eyebrows that he'd done a comb over?
No, it was all over his body. It had a picture of like his back and that.
Yeah.
And
Had he styled it? Had he styled it at all? Did he have it a quiff or?
no, it was just
hanging everywhere.
all over him.
Yeah.
And they were like, you know, this is a bit weird happening in China, where we're not normally that hairy.
That was the scientist speaking there.
Yeah.
And the local press and that were getting him down, calling him monkey boy and all this.
Oh,
And
thinking Chinese press.
but the doctor,
Yeah. Oh.
They're cruel, aren't they?
The
It's like
doctor-
those game shows. That's Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
and the doctor said,
I was Carl talking through all that time while we were just like talking to each other then. Because I turned round and I still saw he was talking. Go
So
on.
anyway, the local press came in to see the hairy boy, the monkey
yeah,
boy.
and they were like being tight, taking the mickey out of him. And the doctor said
Driving him nuts.
he's only hairy. Said he's a healthy young kid. The only faults he's got is he's got a little bit of eczema and a boil. And he said everybody should just treat him the same, and I think he grew up a healthy kid. Yeah, so that's the
That's
the end of the story.
that's not a story.
why.
But I've got nothing. I don't know what to say to that. So someone in China was born slightly hairier than the rest, and he was normal apart from eczema and a boil. That to me isn't a story. But if it is, I've got a million. I mean, it's sort of like bloke from Manchester went a bit bolder than the rest, got a job on radio. He was normal. I mean, that's not a story, is it? Do you know what I mean?
All right then.
You know, I won't be telling anyone the bloke got in the car and he had a full-face beard. Why has his car been towed away?
Because it was a quiet road. It wasn't in the way. So.
Are you filling in the blanks again? That wasn't in the book, was it, that you read? See, that's the thing. Sometimes I think you make up bits of the story as though they were fact. That doesn't seem right.
Well, that's all you can do, isn't it? So that's educating Ricky. Will we
Brilliant.
do that next week?
That is brilliant.
No, I think that was good. I did. I mean, I enjoyed that. I learned something from that.
I mean, I want to get. I mean, this is all from one book, is it?
Yeah.
That's an interesting book.
With the, I don't want to dwell on it, but with the hairy Chinese kid, what did they say about that? What was the? I mean, was it once there was born a kid who was slightly more hairy than everyone else, but yeah, it's all right. He only had a boil. Oh, how did they word it? How did this capture your imagination?
It was a picture that grabbed me first of all.
Yeah. Sure.
And it was like, God, what's up with him? And that's when I read it.
Did you see the boil and the eczema or just the hair?
No, you see, because his face is like, just under his eyes is sort of nice and smooth, and his nose is sticking out, and that's not hairy. But the rest of him, it looked like he had the sort of a balaclava on or something. And then I read on, and it's like, this is a hairy kid in China.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, good. Anything else in there? Because, I mean, I like that.
We'll do more of that next week.
How is that alongside hanging bacon, alien abduction, a hairy Chinese kid, and a little interesting fact about the derivation of a phrase?
What do you mean?
He didn't understand a word of that. I knew the word derivation was going to cause problems. I thought derivation shouldn't have come out.
I wasn't disputing. He's all smug because he's had a phone call. That was Beck, lost calls. Go on, tell him why you're all smug.
Because Adrian just called up.
Yeah.
After hearing the story about the Chinese kid.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, that's true. He said that there was a TV programme on it.
Yeah.
He had a chromosome defect.
Yeah.
And it made him hairy. And his mum and dad used to have to shave him. That wasn't in the book. But thinking about it, that's not a good move anyway, is it? Because they say that for women, if you get a few hairs on your top lip, don't shave it because it'll grow back thicker and faster. So
they should just let him.
They should have just said, well, let's see how bad it gets. But if they went in there straight away if he came out as a baby and a little bit hairy, they should have left it for a little bit. But Adrian called up and said, yeah, he was hairy, he was all right.
We weren't disputing there was a Chinese kid born slightly hairier than the rest.
We were disputing the fact that you didn't actually tell us a story. You just told us.
And what we are disputing is that man was abducted by aliens for 3 days and grew a beard. Yeah. That's definitely not true.
No.
We don't know about chewing the fat, but it sounds quite viable. Yeah. You see, the difference is between me and Steve and you is that what we believe isn't random. Do you know what I mean? It's not random. The things
we don't believe stuff just because it's interesting.
It's not every other thing we believe and every other thing we don't. I
think Karl believes stuff if it's interesting.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
If he thinks, intriguing. Thanks.
I'll tell you something I do know.
Go on.
Right. But I can't really get a question out of it.
Go on, just tell us.
There's a shadow somewhere.
It's already good, isn't it?
I'm loving it already. No, right. There's a shadow. I think it was in America.
Yeah.
And it's on a quiet road. I'm guessing somewhere like Boston. That's what you mentioned.
Okay.
Right? Somewhere like Boston. And people at night used to see this shadow moving about. And they'd go, what's that? Right. And it got known, the little local town got known for this shadow, but it didn't cause any problems.
What are you talking about?
You lost me.
What are you talking about?
Do you know, like some places get famous, like Scotland's got the Loch Ness monster and that, but it doesn't cause any. Yeah. But it doesn't cause any problems.
It doesn't exist. Go on.
Right. So there's this shadow walking about on the road. And,
what do you mean? No. What's he again? Rubbish.
Right. So it's
nonsense. Where did you read this? Where did you see this?
This was on the internet, and I'm sure.
Sorry. Sorry. Right. I thought it was shite. I didn't know it was on the internet.
Right. So this shadow is moving about and
independently of an object.
Yeah, and the local mayor and that is like, yeah, it's a bit weird, but it's not harming anyone.
The mayor involved.
Was he elected to that post?
Hey, Mayor, we got a problem down here. Seems like a shadow. Well, it's not causing any. No, it was just
causing any problems.
Yeah, go on.
But that's the thing. It was left for years, and then it did start causing problems.
I see. That's it. If you leave these shadows to go unchecked, Rick, they go crazy.
Yeah.
You let them run amok in the city.
Yeah,
You've got to stand
What did it do?
on
What did it do?
shadows.
What did the shadow do?
It was pushing people off the bikes.
It was what?
It was pushing people off the bikes.
Oh,
I'll find out more for that next week. Right, that'll tease them.
you're a maniac.
We'll do more on that. We haven't had time for educating.
Please never have children.
Right, listen.
Just promise me now you'll never have kids.
We haven't got time.
Okay,
now,
listen.
so-
All right, DJ Shadow, have we got time to give these tickets away?
Yeah, if they just call up, we'll.
No, I'll tell you what. I've got a question. Right,
Go on.
where does Karl think this may have taken place? If you've been listening to the show, where do you think this evil shadow has been running amok? Let us know. The number, Karl?
08 700 800 1234. So,
Excellent.
but that's it. We are actually out of time.
We are indeed.
now.
Have I got time for a song for ladies?
It's a bit tight. I was
Why?
told to finish
It's
now.
5:02.
I know, but we've got to get finished early today. So
Why?
just because we have, and we're wasting more time talking about why we have to.
Oh, this is pathetic.
So they call up. Where did they see the ghost?
Yeah.
And you've got to pick the tickets up from reception. You can go tonight, see DJ Shadow. That's
Shoddy.
it.
This
Right?
is shoddy.
Right. See you then.
Oh, Foo Fighters and All My Life on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Just before we do educating Ricky, this is where Karl thinks he can give me something of interest and teach me something to take away. Last week I found out that somewhere in a strange land, people thought tomatoes were poisonous because they ate them with lead. Things like that. What was the other one you told me?
What else was it last week? So worms. Cut me off.
Yeah. Oh, I sent him a text message. I was on the train, a bit bored, and I read in, I think it was Metro, scientists have found out that worms get stressed, and they found out that the fat ones didn't live as long. And when they checked the thin ones that lived longer, they found out they had a gene for de-stressing them. Right, Karl, do you remember what you said?
No.
He went, well, that's stupid, isn't it? He said, did these other ones die of natural causes? I went, yeah. He went, all right, because it could be that the fat ones couldn't get off the pavement quick enough and got squashed. So maybe the scientists go, yeah, we didn't. Yeah, they come to think of it, they were flat as well as fat.
I think the reason that the worms are getting stressed is because people like Karl are cutting them in half to try and make two snakes.
Yeah.
Two worms.
Yeah.
That's the concern.
He said they can't even commit suicide if they're stressed by cutting their throat. I also sent what I thought was quite interesting, that the scientists have found that the elephant hasn't got the best memory. The sea lion has, based on they've got a sea lion and they got it back into the old laboratory 10 years after it taught it a simple trick, and it could still do the trick. What did you say to that, Karl?
I'd say they don't go up to much anyway. So if you do teach it something, it is going to remember it.
Sure.
Because it's got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And then it also, I mean, I like sea lions. They look nice and everything, but what do they do?
What was that? Sea lions?
Yeah, what are they here for? It's another jellyfish, as far as I'm concerned. It's like, it's there and people know about them, but what do they do?
Yeah.
What do we do? What do we do, Karl?
Well,
what do we do?
A cat, first, Steve said, is good for your heart. So
Why is it all geared to what's good for us?
well. Anyway.
Educating Ricky.
Good, we settled that then. Go on.
The titles that are meant to sort of pull you in.
Yeah.
We've got, what was it? Stocking, Aitken and Waterman.
Yeah.
You've got It's Not His Vault. And Get a Load with This.
Get a load of this. So, which pun do I pick first? I think I'll go for get a load of this.
Get a lobe of this.
Yeah, get a load of this. Yeah.
Well, that's a story about a girl who she was deaf, right, for 4 years, and it happened quite a bit back this.
What year? Or was it?
I think it was
ages ago. Was it?
About quite a bit back. She was deaf for about 4 years, having an argument with her mum, it said, which I didn't quite understand, because I don't know how they do that.
Yeah.
But she was having an argument, and a man pushed her against the wall, and she banged her head, and her hearing came back.
Okay.
Was she wearing a Walkman and it fell out? And she'd realise, that's
There's
why.
no explanation.
There's no explanation. Well, why is that teaching me something
Right,
then?
so I knew you'd say this, right? So I thought, right, I'll stick something on it. Do you know that bees are deaf?
No, you can't just, no. If you ask someone something they don't know the answer to, they don't tell you something else. Just, I'll tell you something else then. I can't answer that, I'll tell you something else. Imagine that, if you asked a teacher. Look, how do birds fly? Wow, if you're going to do that, tallest building is, I mean, what?
Well,
That was the equivalent, Carl, of running away when we asked you a question.
Yeah, the intellectual equivalent. Look over there, there's a monster.
Yeah.
Listen, what do you mean? What she? Okay, so
So her
there's
hearing
no
came back.
explanation. There's no explanation, or you don't know.
well, there isn't one, is there, really? It's a bit
What?
weird.
the only
Did
thing
the doctors not look into it?
No, I think they just said, oh, that's good.
So again, I don't. Where did this information go? Is that if you read this on
Is
the net?
that
Is that
it?
all they put on
There
the
was
net?
once a
No.
deaf woman who hit her head and she
And her
could hear.
hearing came back.
It was bizarre things about being deaf.
Was there
And-
three
Yeah.
was there
I've
three,
got that book. Yeah, it's a good book. That
was there three
Yeah.
more pages? You just couldn't be bothered to read off.
Yeah.
No, it was just a little bit. And it
Was there a
said,
little picture, a cartoon picture?
no pictures, I just
And we
read
going,
it.
ow,
Look,
ow,
if
I
you don't
can
want to
hear.
know, if you don't want to learn, you know.
Yeah. Okay. It's not his fault. Let me have. It's not his fault. You got to save this. This has got to teach me something. It'll be an interesting story.
Right, it's not his vault. This fella,
Yeah. What year? Ages ago?
Olden times.
I'd say in the 70s.
Okay.
Would you? Any evidence for that?
And,
Does he wear flares in the story?
Right.
Is that your reason?
no, it's a bit like Yuri Geller, this fella, right? Where he's electric.
He's electric.
And if he walks past the telly would fizz. If he walked past the radio, it all goes like that.
Ooh.
His hair stuck up all the time. And he'd be having a bath and everything would be all right. And then the power would sort of switch on in his body. And the electric in his body made him jump out of the bath. So...
What do you mean so? What is that so? What does that so mean? You've given us nothing. You've given us nothing.
You'd have to at least give us the scientific explanation.
Yeah.
Electric eels have 400 volts in them.
Oh, is this the running away again?
What was that one called?
Yeah, but but
It's not his volt.
But there's a reason not his fault. It's not his fault. I thought it was going to be something about keeping it safe.
I think we should do these the other way round. I
It's
think you
not
should
his
tell us
fault.
the story and then we'll hear the pun.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Right, let's leave it.
Play a tune.
Forget it.
Educating Ricky.
Doing it. We're not doing it.
No, we are. A text message today from Ross Noble. You know Ross Noble, the comedian, who's on. Have I got news for you?
Right.
He says, ask Carl if he woke up with ladies' boobs, would he just put a dress on and live as a lady, or would he just be a man but with these boobs?
Carl, it's a good question. I know that happened to Ross. So he's throwing that one out at
It
you.
did in a way because he ate pizzas for a year,
Yes,
didn't he?
he did, yeah.
And he got a lovely pair of breasts.
Yeah.
Go on.
Probably just find a loose fitting jumper, go to the doctor's.
What would you say to the doctor? How would you explain this phenomenon to the doctor? So you'd be happy with this because you believe in shite, like
No.
happening. Go on.
But
What?
it can happen, because I told you a couple of weeks ago how
What?
that can happen.
What
How you can wake up with breasts if you're a fella. I told you.
Go on.
Haven't you remembered?
No, it's funny that, isn't it? Go on.
Have you, Steve?
No, I don't remember this. Did you tell us on air?
Yeah. It can happen if you go to Argentina and have a steak. You can wake up with breasts. Because
I'm sure I'd have remembered
Carl,
that.
pull the other one. Look, he likes that. He likes that.
Is that what you've come up with this week? That joke?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Play a record. It's going to be a dynamite show.
Listen, look, I'm going to play some classic tunes today. I'm going to educate the youngsters, Steve. Right, now, you've all heard of Lou Reed, you've all heard of Velvet Underground, but, have you heard of Venus in Furs, Carl?
Shiny, shiny, shiny boots of leather.
do you know, like, I've talked about ghosts, and we had that good discussion the other week walking to Piccadilly Circus Station, and I was telling you about ghosts, and you were saying, Carl, don't be an idiot, and all that. Spoke to a woman in the week, done a little interview with
You've
her.
done a little interview.
Done a little interview, 2 minutes or so. with a woman who's got ghosts in her house. So
I look forward to hearing that later. That sounds brilliant.
coming up later.
Well, I'm going to play a classic tune now. I've just gone straight for it. I've gone for the jugular. This is Ziggy Stardust by David Bowie.
Well, I teased you with it before.
Are you going to get it out again?
I'm always like trying to get you, thinking, opening your mind up a bit to ghosts and stuff.
Yes.
So this woman who I know, she said she'd come in and I could interview her to try and sort of get the belief out there.
Okay.
So
Yeah, because there's not enough belief in the occult and rubbish out there.
So does she think she has a ghost?
She has. Yeah, she's had a few.
She has. No, it's fact.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah, she has.
So I thought maybe it's a new feature we could try for a couple of weeks, see how it goes down. Mm-hmm. You know Parkinson. What about Pilkington? Welcome to Pilkington.
Thank you.
My guest today is Taryn. She's a plugger. You're still a plugger, aren't you?
No, do co-management.
Right,
now.
she does co-management, but she was a plugger. She looks after Therapy, Raging Speed On, Slash, all the big names, yeah? But we're not here to talk about music today. We do a lot of that on XFM. Today we're talking ghosts. Now, Ricky and Steve, who I do the show with, they're not having any of it. So I said, well, I know someone who, gets on with ghosts. There's a lot of them. So I thought I'd get you in today, have a little chat for a couple of minutes, just to sum up the story so they get an idea of what happened. You had a horse, yeah? You had it in some stables.
Yeah.
He hasn't let her speak yet.
You went to look after it and that, play around with it, take it for a ride and that.
Riding.
Yeah. Two of your mates were in the stable where your horse is.
Not my stable, in the opposite stable.
In the opposite stable.
And I heard them giggling and
They're
getting
messing
up to
about and
something.
that, yeah. You heard them having a laugh. So you thought, right, what are they up to? So you go in and they're messing about with a Ouija board.
Yeah.
Right. So this is where you come in. Did you get involved with the Ouija board?
Unfortunately, I did.
Right. And what happened then?
I was like, oh, you don't believe in this. Oh, let me have a go.
Right.
And ask a few questions, put our hands on, and it actually started moving.
So a lot of the stuff you asked it, did the things happen that you asked?
Yes, they did.
Right? So that's scary for a start, right? We haven't even got to the ghost bit yet. So you mess about
Trap
with that.
soul,
Yeah.
I like to call
Right,
it.
trap soul. So you're messing about on the Ouija board. You say, right, I've had enough of this now.
Yeah.
I've got all the answers I need.
Yeah.
You go home.
Didn't like them.
You go in the house and it's a bit nippy.
The flat is absolutely fine. It's when I went into the bedroom. You've got to remember, it's a very, very warm, hot evening.
Right.
And walk into the bedroom and note it is cold, colder than usual. But I'm actually quite glad because it's so hot.
Right, okay.
Completely ignored the fact that the windows were all shut but the curtains were blowing. Didn't sleep well at all.
Right.
Next evening, same again.
Freezing.
Yeah, very, very noticeably cold.
Curtains blowing.
Yeah, I'm fast asleep, get woken up, the wardrobe's opening.
So at this point, this is where we clear up. You're not on crack. You're not
Oh, never touched drugs in my entire life.
you're not a drinker.
No. I will have the odd glass of red wine.
Yeah, right. That's all right. They recommend that anyway. They say it's good for your heart.
What started happening was, as the week progressed, I also felt the bed covers at one point at night fold over, double bed, the bed covers fold over, and it was like someone was getting in the bed next to me. But you've got to remember, when you're in a deep sleep,
Yeah.
you're not quite thinking, and you're thinking, I'm losing it. I was getting more and more tired, more and more a little stressed. I'm really thinking I was having a breakdown. The final straw was when the clothes on the end of my bed that I just throw hit me.
How come you were going back home at night?
Because I was sceptical. In fact, 6 months ago, I would have said, I don't want to go there. People will think I'm mad. But you know what? I don't care.
Yeah.
I know there's more out there.
Well, brilliant. Well, cheers for that, and thanks for being a guest on Pilkington.
incisive investigative journalism there.
I like the fact that you've learned a lot from Parkinson, even stealing some of his questions, like, are you on crack? Which I know he always asks his guests.
Yeah. I like the fact that when she went, I don't know, I have the occasion when I goes, well, that's all right for you. Good for your art. That was great.
It was brilliant.
That is the best interview technique I've ever heard anywhere.
I feel like there's still some questions unanswered.
Yeah, it hasn't proved it to me, I'll be honest,
No,
Carl. It hasn't proved me the existence of ghosts.
I have to
and
say, Rick, that
poltergeists.
I was worried as soon as she got involved with the Ouija board. I was thinking, please do not get involved with that Ouija board.
Yeah. I was worried when I heard some giggling coming from the other stable.
Yeah.
Don't go over there. Don't go over there.
What questions did she ask the Ouija board? You didn't ask her that, I noticed.
She didn't want to.
She didn't want to say?
No.
Okay.
Do you think it was something like why that you did to try and confuse the computer, and the spirit world got really annoyed, and they got confused, and they came back and started messing up her clothes?
But what do you think then?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I think?
What do you think? Do you know what I mean?
What about what? What? There's nothing I can answer there. There's nothing I can answer.
All right. She said.
Well, I'll just keep saying I don't believe in the existence of ghosts because of the impossibility.
Right. Now, when she said, I mean, the interview I did for 50 minutes.
You did for how long?
50 minutes.
50?
But I
5
thought,
minutes?
yeah, we might use that at Christmas or something, right? But the thing is...
Well, that's the best you got out of 50 minutes. They're the highlights.
No, I'll be honest.
MTV are not going to call again.
I'll tell you what, right? It did get a bit dark, and I didn't want that sort of stuff going out.
Saturday afternoon, yeah.
But I can understand the heating thing. I said, well, you know, in the full interview, I was saying, you know, that could be anything, couldn't it? Heating broke or something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she said what else was she talking about?
Someone got into the bed next to her.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of said, well, you know, how did that happen?
Yeah.
And she couldn't explain it herself, but
Sure.
I said, but it did wake you up. Maybe you're a little bit sort of, still.
Although the only explanation I can think of, if she didn't actually see anyone, is it was a ghost.
Yeah, well, that
She's
was
probably got a ghost
But
getting in
what
bed.
about cupboards opening and shutting?
See, again, the only explanation for that is a ghost.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't think of anything else.
Play a record. It's got to be a
Yeah,
ghost.
it is ghost. I think you've proven it to us.
Yeah, a spirit.
Street spirit?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey. Street Spirit. Radiohead. So, turns out ghosts do exist after all, Steve.
A woman, what Carl knows, proved it.
I've got egg on my face.
Yep.
On XFM.
Instantly, Rick, I should just encourage you and everyone else listening.
I really have got egg on my face, is that what you're going to say? Yeah, I've just been eating an omelette.
James Randi, a hero of yours and hero of mine,
yeah.
he's on TV this week on Horizon. I think it's maybe Thursday. Check press for details. Trying to expose the nonsense that is homeopathy.
Oh, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
I look forward to that.
Do you know what that is, Carl?
Oh, go on.
They've got a theory that if you say you got something, an essential oil or something, or in a solution, 1 in 10 solution, and it does something to you, actually does something to you. They've got this thing where they dilute it to there's nothing in it. But because they're using the same water, and the water still has the same effect. It's sort of like a placebo that you know works. You know, that's the sort of theory of it.
What time's that on?
I checked the papers, but I think it's sort of 9 o'clock Thursday, something like that. It'll be interesting though, Carl. It will be interesting, mate. Trust me.
And a boxer that is in peak, you know, with basically. You've seen the ones, they just look, you know, like Bruce Lee. Yeah. They're 8%
fat.
So,
is that good for you?
Well, I don't think it's that bad for you. I mean, you know, you need a bit of fat.
Bruce Lee supposedly, I mean, there's so many rumours, I'm sure you're fascinated by them, Carl, conspiracy theories surrounding Bruce Lee's death. Yeah. One of which is that his body was at the peak of physical perfection. He had an aspirin because of a headache. And it reacted with his because just the impurities in the aspirin killed him.
Because it's sort of like quite interesting and a bit weird.
Yeah, yes, that's fact.
He'll have
Well, are you aware of the fact that supposedly he actually cheated death? He actually faked his own death so he could work undercover for the Hong Kong police. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Do you believe that as well? Not so convinced.
I don't know.
Do you believe he could kill a man by putting all his energy into a trembling hand and touching him and every blood vessel burst?
Well, it's just another form of trickery, isn't it? I mean, you met up with Darren, didn't you?
Met up with Darren Brown, yeah.
Darren Brown.
Yeah, he's incredible. Yeah, he's probably the Britain's best illusionist, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah.
Well,
you can put that on a poster if you want.
I'll tell you what, though, right? Changing the subject a bit. We were talking about a fly getting in that pod.
Yeah.
Read in the week when I was searching for stuff to educate, you know, the Educate Ricky section, which we will be.
Do you want to answer that phone, because it's annoying me? Who's phoning?
I don't know. It's obviously someone who doesn't know that you're talking at the moment, so leave it.
Let him finish the point.
It could be
Leave it.
It could be the head of...
Leave it.
Yeah, go on.
Could be the head of XFM.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so scared.
No.
We must
I won't be embarrassing him. I going, don't call me when I'm working.
Nice. Right. Fight against the machine. High five.
Yeah.
Raging against the machine.
Anyway, yeah, right. We were talking about flies getting in a pod. And do you know, like, how a Barbie doll, if it was real, it wouldn't be able to work? Do you know what I mean? A Barbie doll, if a woman had the
proportions,
she wouldn't be able to tie her shoelaces up and stuff because her legs are too long for her back and all that. Flies, scientists can't work out how they fly.
It's a bee.
It's a bee. It's a bee, not a fly.
No, a fly as well.
No.
A fly is apparently its body is like too big for its wings, and they still can't work it out.
Yeah.
How it flies.
Which in your mind says what? Something spooky.
They have worked out that it's the fact that what they do, the wing actually beats a ridiculous about 150 times a second, so it displaces air. Yeah.
So they have.
I know what you mean. It's incredible that it can fly because it's got such small wings.
Yeah. All right.
And it's a bee, not a fly.
So, yeah, but other than that, good point.
Bowie.
Another classic. Be My Wife off the Low album, David Bowie.
Carl, you don't feel depressed, mate. Don't feel low. You can't be right about everything.
So, 3 stories. Don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher. Enough is anus. And
another one then.
That one?
Yeah.
Right, well, do you believe in palm reading and stuff?
Yes.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah,
of course. Sorry, I forgot. Yes, of course we do.
Right, well, there's a fella who, he used to do palm reading.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of people, he found that when he went up to him in the street and said, do you want your palm reading? He was like, a lot of them were like, I'm a bit ashamed of my nails and stuff because they're a labourer or they're a cleaner or something like that.
I know a lot of labourers are slightly embarrassed by their nails.
Yeah.
No, but...
Yeah.
So if
look at my bloody hands, Reg.
Well...
That's that hod carrying.
Did I ever tell you that? Did I ever tell you that I got picked at school to make tea and serve biscuits to old people because I've got good nails?
No, go on. Is there any more to the story?
Well, that's about it. I mean, we used to do like, I think the head teacher must have been getting something, maybe getting his mum in there for free or something in this old people's home. So he offered the kids at the school, he said, right, all sit at your desk and put your hands on the table. And everyone did. And he walked past mine and he said, not bad. And he said, you've got the afternoon off. You can go and serve biscuits and tea to the old people.
What did you say?
I said, all right then.
Was that? Yeah.
Good afternoon. But anyway, so these...
what did he do?
He just sort of walked around and went, you all right, do you want bourbons or digest?
I bet you get on with old people, wouldn't you? I'd love to see... Maybe
especially the senile one.
Yeah, no, but I'd love to see you on VH1, just in a link. They just go, they've just played Robert Palmer, right? And it comes to you in a little park, and you just sit next to an old lady and go, alright? And you go, yeah, not too bad. You go, what do you think of London? Crap, innit? And she goes, yeah, it's awful, innit? And you just have a talk, and you go, right, well, she doesn't like it, in excess. Yeah. That's what I'd like to see.
I still think my idea is better. But so what are you going for then? Oh, you've picked one, haven't you? Yeah. So this fella.
So there's palmists going around the streets.
Yeah, he's going round and
randomly trying to give palm readings.
They're losing money, hand over fist.
Yeah.
Right. So they said he's what he's done. He's reading people's bottoms now.
Sorry, whoa. You just, I didn't quite follow that. He was a palm reader, that wasn't making money, so now he's going up to people in the street and saying, can I see your arse?
Basically, yeah.
So from being a palmist to an arsonist?
Well, they just, that's what he does. He said the same sort of lines and that you get on your hand, you get them on your bottom, and he can read them.
Right. Yeah, he's not a pervert or anything, or making up as he goes along.
No, that's it. That was that.
So, sorry, if a man came up to you in the street and said, can I have a look at your arse?
Can I read your arse?
You'd drop your trousers, would you?
No. If you went up to him and he said, oh, I'd rather you didn't because I'm a labourer. I've got bad fingernails.
No, that's why I've seen. That's what a lot of labourers, they're showing their cleavage, you think, but actually they're having their arse.
Absolutely.
That's what it is.
And then, right.
So is that the end of the story?
Yeah. But then because
That's it. Educating Ricky is there's a bloke who reads arses.
No, but
You're
then-
a mentalist.
but no, but
what are you talking about?
so tell you things that make you wonder. You saw Darren Brown. What did he do?
He's extraordinary.
Yeah, I told him, but it's
You should peep it. A lot of people don't realise who Darren Brown is, and he's, I think, the best illusionist in the country.
we went to Jonathan Ross's house for his birthday.
I didn't.
No, me and Jane, and we went there, right, and there was lots of people there, and Darren Brown was there. Jonathan got Darren Brown tricks, and it was incredible. He did all these tricks, right? I mean, incredible. It was just amazing. And he did one with a bloke who was there, a friend of Jonathan's. I think his name was Ray, and he got him to give the pack. He said, count the cards, and he counted out 52 cards. He went, think of any card in that pack. He didn't touch it yet. He's counted 52. They were in his hand. He said, think of any card. He said, what was it? He said, 3 of spades, something. He went, find it in the pack. Couldn't find it. He said, count the cards. There was 51. Right, and he couldn't find the card, and he had no idea. And we forgot about it. He went, oh, it's gone wrong, and he forgot about it. And he kept, 3 minutes going, I wonder where that card is, and he kept looking at it. I found out that about a week ago, Ray went into hospital with appendicitis. Yeah, and the surgeon, as we said, there was something crumpled up. There was a thing, and it was the card. It was the card that was in his thing causing appendicitis. And when he came out of surgery, there was a card from Darren Brown saying, was that your card?
That's amazing, don't you think? I mean, that's like incredible.
Thing and then a crab went, I know what it is. It's a 5 of spades. It's another wind up. Yeah. Well, see, I'm not going to believe anything anymore.
But that's
so if I ever,
you've learned a lesson.
Yeah, but say if all this goes wrong now, right? Cry wolf and all that.
Yeah.
Imagine I get dropped by MTV.
You haven't been asked yet.
Yeah, well, whatever. Right, they short on firemen because they're always going on strike. I answer the phone. It's you saying my house is on fire.
I don't know what you're talking about now, Carl. I don't know what he's talking about.
I think somewhere along the line there, Carl's been recruited by the fire brigade.
Did you leave that bit out in the story? Start again.
Yeah,
right.
that's what I'm saying.
Because I just wound you up about crabs, babies pushing their way out of vaginas, and Darren Brown causing the
little